Live. What's going on, chat?
Weepy, are you still there?
Yes.
Is this bitch fucking gone?
The fuck? Oh, I somehow. Oh no, I'm still here. Yeah, I forgot. I have a keybind on Discord, and I keep
Yeah?
forgetting it's the zero on my
What
keyboard.
fucking
And
moron.
I typed in my hashtags the letter zero, number zero.
Ooh, another Chowder soundtrack. Have I heard this one yet?
Oh shit.
I don't see myself using this one. Guys, anybody that hasn't checked out the... Yo, Fenix, what's going on, dude? You should watch Lucius gameplay. Lucius, like the evil devil kid? Like, the shit that PewDiePie used to play back in the day?
Foot Army Boy, welcome to the stream.
Dude,
W
I watched
webcam.
PewDiePie play the fuck
Thank
out of
you.
Lucius back in the day. Wait a minute, Fenix, because you just gave me like a blast from the past.
Before we check this out, do you mind going on my stream real quick and checking out my thing?
Yeah, hold that thought because I used to literally watch the fuck out of this series. What the fuck? Where does thumbnails go?
Did he ever have thumbnails on these videos? Because I don't
Dude,
remember.
no, PewDiePie literally had like an awesome thumbnail on his part one for Lucius. Wait a minute, because what's fucking happening right now?
What the fuck?
Because I remember it. It was literally like PewDiePie with devil horns. Why'd they get deleted? Phoenix, what happened? What happened to all of Pew's thumbnails?
The fuck? Phoenix, spill some tea there, brother. What happened?
Oh, you don't know? Because it's like a bunch of different... Actually, no, it might just be Lucius. And Lucius 2, for whatever reason.
The fuck?
Forgot there even was a Lucius 2. That shit was kind of ass. Lucius 1, top tier.
Lucius 2?
Lucius 1... actually, it's so funny you bring this up, Phoenix. Because I was actually considering playing this game. I had thought about it the other day. Let me see if I can find one of his
You
thumbnails.
sound like you would have an insane kink. Army Boy? The fuck does that mean? But welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everyone's having a fantastic night so far.
You missed the old PewDiePie. Yeah, here it is. It was this. It was literally this. This was number one.
Oh shit! That's
Yeah.
for like a 2012 thumbnail. That's actually kind of dope. What the fuck?
I guess I wouldn't call it that, but
I mean, for the time being,
like literally almost 15 years ago, and they're all gone for whatever fucking reason. We're gonna watch part one of his Lucius playthrough. Actually, we're gonna do that.
Foot just said, "You telling me I waited 3.5 hours for this?"
Fucking leave. I don't give a shit.
We having fun. We chilling. How we doing, ladies and gents? Welcome to the stream. Fearless Shooter, welcome. Jasmine Films, Quady, welcome. How we doing? Any advice hanging out with a girl on Monday? And just be yourself. Be yourself. Be funny. You know, don't try to be weird with anything.
How's it going, bros?
PewDiePie! I fucking love
It's
that shit.
PewDiePie.
I fucking love his old fucking thumb.
How's it going, Red? My name is PewDiePie.
Woo!
Lucius.
Shit.
It's a game made by Shiver Games. It was announced a couple of years ago.
Cinema.
And after that, we didn't really hear much about it. We haven't seen much gameplay. We haven't, like I said, heard much about it at all. Which is actually a good thing about horror games, but we don't really see that many new horror game titles these days that are actually
Early days of
interesting,
Jacksepticeye. Early
I'm
Jacksepticeye was like
really excited to play
I
this
loved
game.
Jack back in the day.
Yeah, I can agree with this
like I
statement.
said, I don't know if it'll actually be scary. I don't know what it's gonna be like, but I know
It's
play
not
as
scary.
Lucius.
Welcome, E-Man.
Lucius
How you
the son
doing, bro?
of Satan.
E-Man, hi
Pizza
baby.
roll.
Some of the pictures that I've seen
W
seem
Cam,
really
thank you, bro. I
awesome, so
appreciate
I
it.
think this will be pretty freaking.
Hey, let me check your shit.
you ever
movie.
seen the
I forgot
movie?
all about
Can you
that.
check it on
There's a movie
the
called
the thing?
Lucius. It's pretty creepy. I think that
Shit.
he's
Hold up, guys. I forgot the Weepy wanted to show me the new thing on his stream, and I forgot to
All good,
take a
bro.
peek.
I don't know if I would keep this or not, but we'll definitely bring it back. Scroll down a little. There you go. Just click one of those two.
This one.
This or not, but
What am I looking at?
The webcam. Scroll down a little. There you
Oh, you're so fucking stupid,
go. Bro, it's fucking amazing, bro.
bro. You were like on the rise of becoming a VTuber right now.
Fuck no, this is as far as I'm gonna go.
You were literally like so close.
maybe every stream I would change the background.
Yeah, you're just moving around a lot. E-man, what's going on, baby? So good to
He's
see
born out
you.
of, like, a
Glad you
Bro,
like the
I
thumbnail.
didn't mean to
Like that
type
because
that. You're good,
no
Brody.
human
Hi,
body
Rosie.
contains
Going to the
such
stream, ladies and
evil.
gents. This is absolute goated though. Thank
I
you.
don't know how this follows up with the movie.
He's so young, bro.
Popeye se está poniendo soft.
Fuck off!
Ah! Actually, these are pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't give a shit. They can suck my dick right now. I don't want to look at Popeyes.
I don't know who this is right now, but it looks like we're on a character. And there's a
Yeah.
birthday party for sure.
This is
We
us
have
learning
some
how to be
evil
funny.
Plan for this. No, we're a bit too tall for. a
It's
ball.
time to blow out the candles. Remember to make a wish, honey.
He's so
Why the
funny.
fuck does he look like that?
Is that
Very
Kent's voice?
good.
That's literally Logan when he was a kid.
Shut the
Happy
fuck up.
birthday, son.
Why don't I
Happy
hear the
birthday,
pattern?
See that,
son.
Dad? Man, they grow up fast.
Unknown user, thank you
I
for
bet you
subscribing, Big
remember
Dog.
my
Much
sixth
love,
birthday
much
like it
love.
was
Laggy gamer, what's going on? Welcome to the stream.
Mary.
E-Man is
can you
alive
please
and
clean
not
up?
dead, that's a
Lucius can
fact.
help you with the dishes. He can stay up later.
Try to
this
finish the
evening
rest of
play with
GTA
his
San
new
Andreas.
toys,
Nice,
but in
Rez.
bed no later than 10.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
I like how the character.
Yes, ma'am.
The voice acting is a little off in my opinion. Blah blah blah. Later that evening, what will Lucius do? He will play with the toys until 12 instead. She looks really fucked up.
She's just on heroin.
What is gonna happen? Oh, what is he gonna do?
Why does he look like that? Oh my god.
He looks like a young Hitler, bro.
He does.
He does. He's...
What is gonna happen?
Nah, young Hitler would still have the mustache.
He would. He would. Yo, remember that
What is-
game?
he is cooking up
I
something bad
forgot
for the
who I
maid.
watched played it, but oh my lord, it was one of my favorite games.
All right.
How you gonna tell me
still
to
a
remember the
cutscene.
game
Oh,
if you don't know the
Is
game?
that the devil? It is the devil.
Yo, I forgot his dad was the literal devil, and he talks to you and
It's a
shit.
papa, papa. Well,
Dude. This game is actually so much cooler than I remember.
what?
I remember, like, if you shine, like, a flashlight on his dad while he's talking, his shadow has, like, devil horns.
It's
This is
fucking
cool.
dope. What the fuck?
It's
Press
so
B
fucking cool.
to start
Like, this
the
game was awesome. So, did you ever watch this, Weepy?
I
Yay.
did. I remember because there was
Tutorial,
one.
everyone
Where,
loves that.
isn't there a part
Currently
where he
selected
goes
skill.
in while
I
the
have
maid is
skills
getting
to fuck
fucked or
with people.
something,
What?
and like he gets in trouble
It's
for
a-
it or some shit?
Shun indicator. All right.
Like-
It was so great.
Bro,
That's one of the best scenes in the whole game, bro.
Yeah.
Current power lever. All right.
Never, never.
Oh, okay, that's it. Use
What game is this? This is
oh, really?
Lucius.
Lucius.
Oh, no,
Lucius.
Is that how I walk? Pick up the
The
pack.
PewDiePie
Alright,
gameplay.
man, sounds good, baby. Lucius finna do some demonic shit. No, literally. His powers get fucking crazy by the end of the game.
Holster, I remember.
Oh, you were. Oh, my bad, pizza. My bad, pizza.
Pizza roll?
Close doors.
Not for this, Rez, but I
Lock
I
the
appreciate you wanting to
freezer.
hang. We really just do these, me and Weepy.
Oh, never mind. Alright.
Why is it like you're jacking off? Because
by
that's the
pressing mouse.
that's the point. There, foot.
Ah. Oh, okay. Okay, I got that. The freezer's not cold enough. God damn it! My genius plan is now working.
What oh shit, I forgot you padlocked her ass in the freezer.
So evil.
Ethan, what do you mean the
He's gonna get a
incident?
cold.
What incident?
Oh, these slow,
Ethan,
touch,
I'm under
slow,
the table.
motion
You're under the
things.
table,
I don't
pizza.
know,
What the fuck?
It's a little cool, but I don't know. Fresh first blood. I'm gonna love this game.
Fucking noise, bro. What the fuck?
We can fuck with people. Fuck yeah.
We can fuck with people.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'd be losing my shit if I was that lady.
Cool guys don't look at explosions. They
So,
lock people
if
up
you're
in
doing that,
freezers
that's
and then
impressive but
walk
disgusting at
away.
the same time.
Then they put on their pajamas and go to
My bad,
bed.
Fenix. Good idea.
I love how his expression.
Foot, get off
Yeah, quality too.
Steam.
Bro, why are you so evil?
Bro, the max is 720p. That's bananas.
That is bananas.
Whoa,
So long ago.
what is if you want
It's
to
a
talk-
bird. Look at those nice little pajamas he's got. They're so
Yeah.
stylish.
You know what?
Oh,
What are you doing now?
fuck. You better go see an eye doctor.
Fucking creepy. I
We
wouldn't
also did
wanna-
like a hour 45-minute stream on Red Dead today. Nice, man. How did I do? Now I feel old as fuck, Fenix. Bro, my brother in Christ. I'm about to buy YouTube Premium on stream.
I have YouTube Premium.
This is so bad.
Coverage when you direct deposit at least $300 each month.
Literally, fuck.
And you shop in the same
Oh my gosh!
prices that are the same
Fuck
online
off!
and
Am I watching cable? Dude,
Alright, what?
get
Oh
the
my
fuck
God,
out.
she died.
Oh my god.
I'm a murderer.
Alright, you can skip this one. You can
I'm
skip
a
this one.
murdered yep.
When she keeps sucking.
No, she's probably just sleeping
Hyponic
I bet if I poke her,
MM2,
she's
welcome to
fine.
the stream.
on Facebook.
You feel young as fuck. Well,
Hypnotic,
good for
hypnotic,
you,
hypnotic.
bitch.
Okay. This is an epic intro. Please
Aiden,
let
welcome
me
to the
laugh.
stream. How you doing today?
Alright. Don't disappoint.
Is this a
Delicious.
Roblox YouTuber? Psych Amber.
Alright, what do we got?
Amber
John
Sweet.
Tim-
No, fuck,
Pieces together.
fuck
Uh-huh.
This all
Roblox.
started years back. with
This
the
all
fire,
started
the
years
knife,
back.
With me being born in 1972.
Dante
Yo,
was
Alistair's the
manipulated,
butler. He literally gets an icicle stabbed in his
and there were
forehead.
outward ambitions and hidden histories in that house.
Okay. Well,
I
if you have
tried
the...
to help.
I'm doing pretty good, Aiden. Thank you for asking.
Sounds mysterious.
How these things unfold when we are first on the scene.
Why does Tom look so fucking
for
stupid?
it all.
Looks like a potato.
Movie, actually.
For my part in these events, I waive responsibility.
Yo, this is Detective McMuffin.
It's there. It's a mark.
Detective
A mark
McMuffin.
I should
For
have
sure.
noticed.
I think you bros will love this, and if that's the
At
case.
its source. At the center of it all.
Fabius.
God help us
is a
all.
boy.
The boy. Okay. I'm totally digging this so far. Lucia. Yes.
How long is this part one? Okay, it's not too bad.
I just hope it's scary. It's supposed to be very atmospheric.
OG Dragon Ball's ass in hindsight. What the fuck are you?
Bad. But who knows? What the fuck is this?
Yo, these scenes go so hard.
That does not make sense.
That does
Wake
not
up
make
in the
sense.
morning,
This
not
fucking
giving a
list was
single
funny
fuck.
as shit, bro.
Yeah, yo, this is where he started doing that.
Almost already-
Wake
oh,
up
it's
in the
done
morning,
again.
not giving
Alright,
a
what do you
single
want,
fuck.
Papa?
Did that at the beginning of like every single one of these.
Face.
See, you get a flashlight eventually, and you can like shine it on him, and you see like horns
don't know.
growing out of his fucking head. It's cool.
Yes. I know you're.
Come to speak to you about your calling, my boy. Each offering you bring me will make you big and mighty.
Make your dick go big and mighty.
It's a simple thing to do, Lucius. You can influence your future and
Oh,
become
there
a
it is.
master over
Is he gonna do it right now? That would go crazy. I was just talking about this, PewDiePie.
Oh, so
There's no fucking batteries in it, I bet.
Okay.
I have some things for the birthday boy
Thank you.
on the desk.
It's for the birthday boy.
Thank you.
Beautiful. But...
An adorable teddy bear notebook.
Oh, okay.
Not gonna lie, your daddy material. Thank you, Army Boy. I appreciate it.
Hey, I'm
What
finally
the
finished.
fuck?
Oh no. Somebody let me out.
Sadens, what's going on, baby girl? So good to see you.
That's creepy. It's almost 10 o'clock. Get ready. Oh, okay. Mary has frozen to death. I should get the padlock back so no one will suspect that I was
Mary is frozen to
Polish
death.
Your notebook by
Yo,
pressing
fuck
down.
this kid, man.
And look, a flashlight.
Yeah,
Oh,
A
flashlight.
flashlight.
Night.
You're so evil.
Pick up your new toys and see how they work.
C-types.
There we go. Thank you.
Alright, are you gonna shine the
Hit the battery
flashlight on your
button.
dad?
By pressing mouse 2 on the batteries and then
Ethan,
pressing
shut the
mouse-
fuck up. Don't say that.
Oh, okay, so I don't use the mouse here. Oh wait, that's really weird. Alright, combine. That's a
Be
bit
sure to drop a
weird.
like, ladies and gents. King
Honestly.
Science, welcome to the stream. Hello, how you doing?
Little something.
Guys, be sure to drop a like. We are 2 subs away from 7,000.
Yes, I know, Father.
You left the lock on the
I know, Father.
I know.
Lucius, and hide it where nobody can find it.
Wasn't his
Otherwise,
his
they will
room
discover
like a
you.
kitchen too
Oh,
at the
that would
time?
not be good. What?
And believe me, you wouldn't want that to happen. Go now. Get the padlock before the adults wake up.
Yeah.
Okay, Papa.
Alright, I think we're gonna take a break from Lucius. I don't know, something about the devil just telling a kid to do a bunch of shit. This goes pretty hard.
And PewDiePie
Look,
responding,
here's
"Yes,
the
Papa."
thumbnail. I can see the thumbnail here.
Maybe it was just a little glitch with this shit.
See part 3's thumbnail? Yeah, bro, here's that scene you were talking
Oh,
about.
there it is. There it is.
That's it. So all the thumbnails you can see in the preview. It's really weird. That was a very odd glitch. Did you hear about all this shit with Pirate Software, dude?
Yes.
It's fucking wild. I used to love him. He was so cool. Well, I can't watch any Breaking Bad videos because you haven't fucking watched the show yet.
Look at that thumbnail right there. Let's hang out live.
A dog shit. Whose dumbass channel is that?
Hey, fuck you. I have your name in my title, bitch. You don't got mine in yours. Fuck you.
I like how the Lucius 2 Part 1 thumbnail is so much worse. Debatable, I guess. It's different than the first one. Yeah, look at that awesome thumbnail. See, that's what you should strive to be like.
Fuck you.
Damn, look at that young Markiplier.
Oh my god. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier.
Welcome to Let's Play Outlast. Now, I've been waiting for this game for a long time, and I'm sure that many of you
Bro, look how
have as
fucking
well.
young
It's one
he
of the,
is.
a really
Dude,
big
literally looks like a
forward path
hairless
that's gonna
ball sack.
Now he's making fucking movies.
Yeah, right? And now we got dudes like Tony Stechkovi.
YouTube, what
Or
is going
Sta-
on? I just got a little
Stat-
frazzled and
Statto-
dazzled, did my
I don't know how
tattoo
you pronounce his last
playing
name.
Outlast for the very first time, man, and I'm scared. Y'all let me know in the comments below what other game I should play. We just did the Elden Ring one, at least in my.
I think I
time,
won't.
the Elden Ring series is over.
You should comment under his
And
video. I don't think I
starting
will.
Outlast, so I'd love to know
Find
what
your
other-
own shit.
What other games?
Oh, that's a year old. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say he played this a while back. I don't know, dudes. We got any suggestions for what to watch tonight? Usually Gurf is coming in with like some theory suggestions to watch.
You want to see if that guy has any new theory videos?
What's his name again?
No idea.
Ethan says we should watch some porn. I'm kind of down for that.
I mean, from what site?
What site are you suggesting, Ethan? That's what will make me say yes or no. I watched Breaking Bad after Better Call Saul.
Trust.
Now I'm in therapy.
Pizza says, trust. Watch the Nick Crawley video.
Nick Crawley?
Who's that?
Nick Crowley? Oh god, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Did he say a specific one, or just watch a Nick Crowley video?
Watch a Nick Crowley video. He just said a.
Yeah, word. It's kind of cool that Pizza Roll is watching all this dark, intense
Bro,
shit.
look the YouTube rabbit hole. You know what that is?
What, where?
The YouTube
this?
rabbit hole. You know what that the thumbnail's from?
I had no idea. What is that?
Remember Crashbox on HBO?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the news reporter from that show.
Yeah. Oh, up here? Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, that's you're watching this.
I thought you meant this. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Fuck no.
Man, I used to fucking love Crashbox. I remember I used to put it on at your house. You'd be like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this?
Crashbox.
Yeah, low key, we should watch the Crashbox intro.
Fuck yeah.
But this is Nick Crowley. Let's check this out.
I ordered 200
Pizza Roll is our first suggestion of the night, ladies and gentlemen.
Wix website to sell.
Porn unfortunately cannot count. Sorry, Ethan.
What are you playing? We are not playing anything. We're watching videos and stuff. There, King.
Yeah, I love the quality of this already.
Yeah.
A 15-year-old girl uploads a video to YouTube documenting her ongoing struggle with cyber harassment and blackmail.
Amanda Todd?
Done at the hands of an unnamed
Is it the Amanda
individual.
Todd video?
Throughout the video, not a single word
I
is
think.
spoken. Instead, the teen tells her story through dialogue written on paper cards.
Yeah, I think that was Amanda Todd.
Yeah.
Painting a picture of the traumatic abuse she was living through. Just over 1 month later, she would be dead.
Yeah.
As a direct result of that harassment.
I actually remember this really well, this whole incident.
The most heartbreaking
It was really, I was in middle school at the time when Amanda Todd had just died, pretty much. Like, it was a huge thing.
Fallout still being felt to this very day.
Yeah.
And from this case, a light was briefly...
Noah, what's going on, man? We should watch Skibbity Toilet? Nah, mate.
Momentarily illuminating a community that was never meant to be seen by the public eye, with a rabbit hole even more bizarre than anything we've covered on this channel before.
Yeah? What does Crashbox have to do with this?
We're diving down to its very depths.
With your anchor person, Dora Smarmy, and welcome to
Dora Smarmy.
Yeah, what?
This is creepy as shit.
Confused.
I like
I
this.
love the way he's making these. This is really cool. Watch some Roblox gameplay? Okay.
I chose not
We
to
can
do
do
a
that.
sponsor on this one as it just didn't really feel right. But if you want to support the channel, I do have a Patreon page that offers some exclusive benefits. For example, less censored versions of videos like the one you're watching right now.
No,
Or
but I
can
bet
just
you
go
do
over and
for
check
it.
out the new ghost hunting channel that myself and Nexpo started called Nick and Ryan.
We should
We've
start a
got
ghost
brand new
hunting channel,
video
bro.
dropping at the end of this
I don't
month,
even know who that
with
is.
more already
Me
filmed
neither.
and ready to go after that. So there will be lots of content coming very
I didn't do
soon.
anything with this
Links to
Nick
both of
dude.
these
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Guys, drop a like if you want to see me and Schnozz do a ghost hunting channel.
Man, so wait, what? So, I'm so confused.
The internet.
Amanda's
a time when,
Torment.
due to the general public's lack of understanding of this new online world, moderation was at its most primitive and nefarious activity ran rampant, with many of the worst examples coming from the dawn of live streaming.
Oh,
Back
no.
then, streams and their associated chats were almost entirely unregulated, leading to them becoming a cesspool of all sorts of degeneracy, and it's within
This is
one
a
of these
baby
very
daddy
sites
drama.
where Amanda's torment would begin. It happened on a website called Blog TV, where Amanda had logged in one evening at the age of 13 to the tune of 200 viewers, and it was here that she would be pressured to eventually flash the camera with the whole chat cheering her on, a decision that she would regret not only in the moment, but for the remainder of her life. Lurking in the chat room was a man under the alias of Tyler Boo, who had been waiting for that very opportunity to grab a screenshot and recording of this young girl in her most vulnerable moment, before immediately turning...
I don't even know if I want to keep watching this one. This is...
I
to leverage it for more
don't
private
remember this like this.
It was a demand that
I remember this whole incident in case. Like, he blackmailed the fuck out of her.
Turn her world into a living hell of online harassment, with a photo and video being sent to all of her friends, acquaintances, and family
Dude,
members.
it's so
bad
fucked
that on
up.
multiple occasions, her entire family would be forced to move.
We will watch King of the
This
Pill
was of
next.
No use, as Tyler's
King
evil
of the
crusade
Pill.
persisted. Every new school, every person she interacted with, would eventually be met with the content from that fateful stream.
After this, watch Man in the Suit. Okay, King of the Pill, then Man in the Suit. Thank you, Phoenix.
And drug use just to cope, until eventually, on October 10th, 2012, she just couldn't take it anymore. The story of Amanda Todd is a complex, tragic tale, with many factors ultimately playing a role in her
Alright, we're not gonna keep watching this. This is really an upsetting case. Very well done video, and I'm glad he's covering the subject. But oh man, very bad and sad memories. That girl did not deserve any of that shit. Like I must have been 11 or 12, pretty much her age when all that shit went down. And there were oh my god, there were so many fucking assholes in like the room when we were watching like the video, because they had like a documentary kind of covering the basic stuff. It was all about internet safety around that time, so like they were really big at teaching kids that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, you could not go a day without hearing about Amanda Todd. This is so fucking awful. Oh man. Let's go ahead and look up King of the Pill. Go ahead and change the subject a little bit. Rest in peace to this lovely young lady.
Mm-hmm.
King of the Pill. King of the Pill. Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is all it is.
It looks like Robot Chicken a little bit.
Official music, is this
Same old
copyright?
Nah. Upgrade to the new Galaxy Z
I mean,
7.
I doubt it's anything crazy.
Whether you've got dogs that leap or dogs that herd,
I don't have any
that love
dogs.
to track a bird, AKC is
I got a dog. Hey, yeah.
What the Boomhauer smoking a blunt, bro.
Shit is red or blue. I told all the ops to eat shit and get cancer too. Bobby got that cell phone stick. You better answer, dude. My wife got a body on that bitch. She ain't dancing
What?
too. It's Big Hank. Fuck they talking about? Fuck a money sprint. I cannot hold it. It's a large amount. Bobby got his purse, but he dropped it and the purse fell out. Hit his head. Told him it's some shit he should have thought about. King of the hill, I'm selling propane. Me and gang, Wabby and Amir. We ran a soul train. D for speed. I'm a shift the gear. He's swerving both lanes. I told this bitch she hopping, so her down. Chipotle,
What the
boy, right. Rider with a shotgun, Billy on the right. They only been tweaking, staying up at night. Up as they been bleeding, I had to say goodnight. So, glasses on, told him pick a pill, shit is red or blue. I told all the ops to eat shit and get cancer too. Bobby got that cell phone stick, you better answer, dude. My wife got a body on that bitch, she a dancer too. It's Big Hank, fuck they talking about? Fuck a money sprint, I cannot hold it, it's a large amount. Bobby got his purse, but he dropped it and the purse fell out. Hit his head, told him it's some shit he should have thought about, Taste the meat, not the heat, bro. Con and old head.
It's the meat and not the heat.
Bro, I've done so much shit that I'ma catch my ass a Rico. We fighting over turf, smoking green. CeeLo, yeah, baby. I'm a boss man, keeping D-Lo. The way these kids fucking with the sound. I'm a pedo. The oppas came up and went down like a seesaw. Dale jumped in for this ad-lib. Wingo! Another boy, right. Rider with a shotgun.
He jumped in with Wingo. That was it. That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
I was hoping for like a Dale breakdown there. Maybe we'll get it, and I'm about to skip it. Nah, it's just a repeat of the chorus. All right, it's pretty cool. It was definitely they relied way too much on that bar they wrote. A lot of repetition up in there, but I fucked with a lot of that. That was really good. Exeter, welcome back, man. First of all, what's poppin', Ryan with the fish tank? Second of all, I do believe he sells propane and propane accessories. You're right about that, Exeter. Great to see you, my dude. The fish tank is looking mighty clean. That's actually, I'm gonna go check the filter real quick. Give me 1 second. How are we doing, Mr. Filter? It's looking pretty clean up. I got a little bit of algae stuck in there. Wait a minute.
Pizza recommended a video from that Nick Crowley dude. It's YouTube's Darkest Videos 7.
There you go, Mr. Fishies. Everybody's breathing good.
You have a fish?
Yeah, I just cleaned out the whole filter. You didn't hear that?
No, I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about. I'm sorry.
Brother in Christ, are you being dense or?
No, I'm being genuine.
My brother in Christ. Just look at your phone.
I'm looking at my phone. But Pizza Roll recommended from the Nick Crowley dude, YouTube's Darkest Videos 7. Oh, okay. I apologize. I'm a bit slow.
It's all good, Chief. Alright, so time for Man in the Suit, and then we're gonna watch Pizza Roll's like actual suggested video from Nick Crowley.
Yeah, YouTube's Darkest Videos 7. That's what the video is called.
Man in the Suit. So which one is it? Because I got like a playlist here.
Unknowingly, and then you got the actor is trapped in the suit.
Wait, what?
What? Okay, I'm guess. What the fuck?
Was this like an analog horror series? Where like a dude got trapped in the Godzilla costume?
Was this a real thing?
It is the playlist. I highly doubt it. I think it's an analog horror series.
Right,
Let's watch the first 2 or 3 parts of this and see what it's like, because a lot of these can get really fucking creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the playlist? I was about to say, what the fuck is happening?
It's 5 minutes. Okay, I'm tired as fuck. Alright, have a good one, foot. I'm not liking this.
Curious. What, have a good night, man. Yeah, no, for real, the Mandela catalog. The person in the Gojira suit was unknown at the time. I'll be our narrator.
Mm-hmm.
But the story the actor has with Gojira is odd. This is a photo of him in the suit. Here's another picture. Okay, I mean, don't we have a whole fucking movie of this dude in the suit? Why are these pictures important?
Yeah, I'm a little lost.
He got the acting job of being and wearing the Gojira suit. Alright.
Watch out for that plane.
Yeah, that plane looks fucking badass. Fucking stupid. And the actor fell in love with it. Okay, so he really enjoyed it. Alright. He would wear the suit most of the time to the point that you would never saw his actual face. Bullshit. I bet that thing was hot as fuck. There's no way in hell in any real life capacity that happened. Even when we take breaks, he would just wear the suit. The suit would sometimes heat up, but he didn't care. Bullshit! There's no way!
Yeah, it was like he was addicted to the suit. Like it was calling his name.
Hey, purple guy, take it easy.
Fuck you.
It has gotten to the point where he brings the suit home, even though we tell him not to. Are you fucking with? Is he fucking his wife in this suit?
Imagine.
He wouldn't really speak a lot.
Is Gojira.
But he would say his name is Goji. Basically, the nickname we gave the suit. See, we started calling himself the suit.
The fuck?
The last time he was seen on set, he was acting in the suit until he just stopped. This is the photo that was taken. Several minutes later, he would start to walk and stop yet again. His breathing was muffled, yet he was also breathing oddly. Okay. I'm getting a little uneasy. Thought this was a joke, poking at him to get back in place, but he wouldn't budge. Okay. He didn't have a family, no shit. Poor guy. After 2 odd minutes of oddly breathing, he would tell people to check on him and make sure he takes off the suit. Okay. Someone took before the person on the right saw what was inside. What the fuck was inside? The man opened the costume to see that he was growing into the suit. His flesh would slowly rip away as he tried to... What the fuck?
The suit was now his skin. Oh no.
Don't ominously say keep watching, Phoenix. Fuck you. What is this? I'm getting uneasy. Somehow his body deformed to the point he was filling the inside of the suit. What? Excuse me? What?
Oh, this is gonna show something like fucking terrifying already. Oh my god, I'm hiding behind my mic.
What the fuck? Alright, that was interesting. Analog horror is a very acquired taste.
It is, but it's also like it is scary as shit.
Yeah, no, like it's so unnerving. Like you never really it pushes your expectations.
Yeah. You don't know if it's real or not. You don't know what the fuck's going on.
It really fucks with your like reality, your perception of
Yeah.
everything. I feel like.
Oh, Markiplier did an analog horror movie.
So, Pizza's video was. Do I
It's
remember Jared the Subway guy? Yeah, of course.
called. It was the Nick Crowley dude. YouTube's Darkest Video 7.
YouTube's Darkest Video 7.
Yes. Dino, welcome to the streamer, bro. How you doing?
Nick Crowley.
That one.
Our commitment to you is
Fuck
delivering
you,
the
Digital
world's most
Storm.
advanced PC.
Actually, no. Give
What
me a
did
new
Digital
PC.
Storm do?
I know it's an ad.
Actually, can y'all sponsor me?
Actually, can you get a new PC real quick?
It's December 4th, 2003.
I don't like it already.
I like this. Children.
I'm gonna go try to get them to stop doing that.
A police officer walking in a local park in Arlington, Virginia, is approached by a concerned family, claiming that someone in a nearby neighborhood had been shooting off a flare gun. The officer could hear it too, and following the sound, he eventually found himself at the home of 56-year-old James Yu. The man lived alone in his half of this duplex, and was described by neighbors as a recluse known to exhibit unusual behavior. Across his social media, he made posts claiming that he was the victim of fraud at the hands of all sorts of government agencies, as he had a deep distrust of the US government as well as law enforcement, and he believed that numerous people were attempting to kill him, like his ex-wife, the FBI, and even his neighbors. His posts seemed entirely nonsensical, and so did many of his actions.
What the fuck?
In the months prior, he had covered up all of his windows with garbage bags and aluminum foil, and he even wrapped his trees in toilet paper.
Oh yeah,
Though
nah,
his
that's pretty much
actions
how
are
he got.
entirely harmless. On this day,
Yeah,
things were
Jared's still
becoming
locked
far
up,
more
Rez. Yeah,
troubling.
he was a big pedophile. Gross ass shit. Yo, what?
Police arrived at his home, you would be seen firing his flare gun out of his window and into the air, over and over again, and despite repeated attempts to get him to stop,
Arlington County Police! Stop shooting the flares! Mr. Yu!
he didn't let up, shooting 41 flares in the span of just 25 minutes.
The
And he did
fuck?
it all with
Expensive
no
as shit,
explanation.
bro.
In fact, he didn't even say a single word. Understandably, police were eager to get Yu out of his home for questioning, as at this point it wasn't obvious whether or not he was a threat. And so for hours and hours they called out to him, first asking and then demanding that he exit his home.
James, Arlington Police, come to the front door with your hands up. Do it now. We have your building surrounded.
But still, there was no response. Growing impatient and worried that Yu might be planning something, the police would eventually bring in a specialized vehicle to bust down the door and spray the inside of the home with gas, all in an attempt to draw Yu outside.
James, stay away from your front door. Stay away from your front door, James.
And in response, Yu began firing once again. Only this time, he wasn't using flares. And instead, he was now yielding an actual gun. Thankfully, none of these shots connected, but with the situation becoming increasingly dangerous, the officers decided to fall back, as they carefully came up with a new plan for apprehending Yu, though whatever they had been planning would never come to fruition.
Why?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Did the houses explode? Oh my god, the house exploded. Omar, Connor, welcome to the stream. How y'all doing?
Holy fuck. Oh. Guys, be sure to drop a like. Oh.
Chat, I'm scared. It's okay, Omar. Don't worry.
That was nuts.
That was not. Yeah, it was dope though too. Like that.
So what if he was sending off flares to try and get help for the gas leak in his house?
But he would have said something if that was the
Yeah,
case.
that's a really good point. He would have spoke up probably. Yeah.
You need to know I have a
would.
gas leakage. I'm not telling you, but you need to know now.
What if he was like trying to use sign language and they weren't looking?
Maybe he was shooting the flares and like ordered spelling out the word gas leakage.
They should have looked where the flares were landing. Then they would have seen the message he was spelling out with all the different landing spots. It was a whole fucking thing saying like, "Hey, the house is about to explode. I need you guys to kick this door down. Come get me." Just
Jorge, welcome.
drag their fucking feet.
All right, so Connor, quick story. The guy was shooting flares out of his house. Cops arrived. They attempted to go into the house. He shot off his gun.
Wait. I just realized.
What?
Is this a fucking duplex? Is duplex the right term for that? It looks like two people would live here.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I mean,
So it looks like he would have.
no, wait, no, hold on. The one door had like a sign on it, like private property or some shit.
And also, I really don't believe this guy had Christmas decorations up.
Oh my god.
So something tells me that a family was living next door. Jesus Christ. Well, let's keep watching. That's just me overanalyzing. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hope to God it was just his ass in there.
Me
'cause
too.
Fuck this dude, clearly.
Yeah. I'm hoping the cops got the people out. At
In a
least.
split second,
There's no way they got someone out.
Explosion rang out from inside the house, reducing the entire structure to rubble. Inside the house, Yu had stored 55 gallons of gasoline in his basement, which he saved for that moment to ignite with no warning and no explanation.
At Harbor Freight,
Yo, what the fuck?
because
55 gallons of gasoline.
Yes.
Routine maintenance and
Just chilling in his
Based on the
basement.
footage, it's been theorized that Yu's actions were an attempt to lure police into his home so that he could then set off this explosion and take them all out along with his neighbors, as he genuinely believed that both parties were conspiring to kill him.
Dude.
Though somehow, when the smoke cleared, no civilians or police officers had so much as been injured. All that was found in the rubble was the remnants of a single body.
Ooh.
Though for a moment, this wasn't the end of James Yu's story. Before that body could be identified, reports across social media began emerging showing that James Yu was somehow still alive. After the blast, comments were being made on what appeared to be Yu's YouTube channel, where he stated that this whole thing was a cover-up and that he wasn't even inside the home when the standoff started, which looking back, we never actually see him, and we also never hear his voice. Numerous posts pointing out this development would go viral and cause mass confusion about the story, which was only heightened when it was revealed that the body inside that building was in fact James Yu. Though in the end, it wasn't really as mysterious as some originally thought. As it turns out, the post showing these comments failed to realize that this wasn't actually Yu's account, and instead it had a completely different username, with the account likely having been created as nothing more than a hoax.
Okay.
To this day, though,
that was
there are some
anticlimactic. What the
this was all
fuck?
some sort of massive cover-up.
Why'd he even bring that up?
It just seems that this was the result of a man gripped by crippling paranoia and loneliness, with it all coming to a head in what has gone on to become one of YouTube's darkest videos.
This is number 5. I'm scared to see the rest.
That was his fucking intro? Bro! This dude is... I'm subscribing right now, for one. That was fucking awesome. That was the intro. Nick Crowley presents... Yo. Oh my gosh. This dude is fucking awesome.
Dude, this... Look at that shit. Look at the... Oh my god, bro.
This looks fucking crazy.
7.
The internet is a dark...
Satan's no.
This year alone, countless people have fallen victim to high-profile data breaches, raising serious concern about personal information security. Ticketmaster experienced a breach compromising over 560 million of their customer records. But most alarming of all,
is
the
really
National
crazy.
Public Data announced that they too had suffered a breach.
He even looks
Staggering
cool.
2.9 billion records were leaked, potentially impacting...
Dude, he looks like an actor.
And these leaks included critical personal information, such as full names, addresses, dates of birth, phone numbers, and even social security numbers. If you haven't been taking your online security seriously, then it's...
So guys, I was trying to avoid bringing like attention to it. I will probably end up doing a stream at some point where we include viewers in the call. Of course, depending on people's behavior and whatnot. We will
Yes.
be willing to kick people out if they get crazy.
No
But we will
doubt,
do
no
a
doubt.
stream where we have a lot more people on the call. But for this in particular, I just planned on being me and Weepy hanging out tonight, and I really wanted to include all of you to some extent. So we will do a stream where we get all of you guys, Fenix, Exeter, Raz. I really appreciate all of you wanting to join the call because it's really nice. You guys want to hang out even deeper.
We'll definitely
But-
get you guys' reactions on the stream. We just
Bingo.
this is a
That's
test
it.
stream. This is a test stream, pretty much.
To be honest, I wouldn't even call it a test stream. We didn't know if this stream was even gonna fucking work the first like hour because of
Yeah.
Weepy's issues with his microphone.
Yeah.
Oh, look at his mouth all opened up. there. He's
Omar,
ready.
I do go live every now and then. Not every day, but at least a couple times a week. I try to go live. So it is. If you want to subscribe, we do other streams such as Dead by Daylight, and a few other games here and there.
What happened to his mic? So for some reason, he decided it was a smart idea to use Discord through a browser instead of having the actual app downloaded on his computer. And so it was trying to sync his microphone through Google, through Opera GX onto Discord. And typically it worked for him at least the past like month or two. This time it did not. And it did not want to sync whatsoever no matter what we did to it. So we had to fully re-download it. It all synced back up, and now we're all good. LMAO indeed, the drill. Hope you're having an awesome night, big dog. Use a volume mixer? Oh, you saw my stream and recommended. Awesome.
We hit 7K. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
For some reason, the drill, I can't see any... Oh, wait, you must be in the short stream. I'm so stupid. I don't have any of my chats pulled up correctly because of how I have everything set up.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for all the support. We have finally hit 7K again.
I'm stupid. I can pull up the shorts chat on my phone. All right, let's go ahead and keep watching.
That's what I'm doing.
I
I'm
feel
watching
secure
on
because
two
I've been using
phones.
today's sponsor, Aura. Aura monitors your personal data, including your social security
Aura.
number, across billions of different data points, which includes the dark web and public court records, to alert you about
Web.
potential identity theft. They even provide up to $5 million in identity theft insurance in case the worst happens.
Guys,
And
we are
with real-time
4
alerts for
subs
data
away
breaches, VPN for safe
from
browsing,
3,390.
much
Thank you
more.
guys so,
They
so
really are
much.
the ultimate tool for protecting yourself online. I'm not leaving myself or my family vulnerable to data breaches, and if you don't want to either, then go on over to aura.com/nickcrowley to try your first 2 weeks absolutely free, which will give Aura enough time to
Alright,
find
don't
out
you
if
fucking
any of
do
your
that shit,
information
bro.
has been exposed.
You want ads that drive results. That's why we built Roku Ads Manager. Sign up at ads.roku.com.
A Science and Kirk success.
Guys, everybody that has not checked out Grand Theft Auto 4 Funny Moments.
I'm a general contractor.
Guys, I uploaded Grand Theft Auto 4 Funny Moments on the channel this morning. If you haven't checked it out, be sure to go give it a look-see. Is this on Twitch? No, we're fully on YouTube, bro. If you click on my channel, you can actually see the full horizontal stream, and you can click on that. And that will put you in the direct chat log. But I've got you pulled up on my phone now, so either way, you're good. Womp. This is creepy as fuck. What am I looking at?
There was really nothing else like it.
2006 footage.
This obscure 27,000 square foot structure allowed visitors to enter into what must have felt like another dimension. It was an exhibit called Dream Space.
What's that
and was the
game? What
creation
game
of
you mean?
British artist Maurice Agus, a 74-year-old artistic visionary obsessed with the idea of creating large-scale surreal environments. And this was his magnum opus. The structure was inflatable, akin to a massive bounce house, and once inside, guests were confronted with a labyrinth of brightly colored walls and cells, twisting and turning into some sort of surreal...
What are you talking about the volume mixer for?
...lose themselves in. This piece of art premiered back in
Volume
2004,
mixer for what?
and due to its inflatability, it was actually built to
Does
travel
something not
making
sound right,
stops
the
in major
drill?
cities in the UK, before it was eventually set up at Riverside Park in Durham on the 22nd of June, 2006. The very next day, 68-year-old Elizabeth Collins would visit the area with her husband
like
and her
the
daughter,
back
as well as
rooms
her
for a bro.
14-year-old grandson. And spotting this unusual
That's a
structure in the
creepy-ass photo of a
distance,
grandma.
Elizabeth's grandson insisted on checking it out, excitedly taking off his shoes and running inside. And while the rest of the group was more apprehensive about entering, Elizabeth eventually decided to accompany him, leaving her husband and daughter on the outside.
But no, he just had to re-download Discord, then it all
She was
worked
going
fine.
to find peace and serenity. Outside, Elizabeth's husband and daughter sat at a nearby table and enjoyed a cup of tea whilst conversing about the events of the week, only for the man to turn his head and notice that Dreamspace was slightly moving, to which he excitedly said, "Oh, it's a ride, it's a ride. I wish I had gone on it." The daughter then turned her head to see the structure as it began to rise up off the ground, to which she chillingly responded, "It's not a ride."
Oh, it's an actual video. Oh no.
Yo, so all this actually happened. This dude does not cover anything fake or like internet meme or whatever.
Jammin' Films, welcome back.
What the fuck is happening to it?
Oh.
Is it getting blown by the wind? What the fuck is going on? Why is that happening?
In that moment, Dreamspace had snapped from its moorings and was blown into the air by a massive gust of wind. Agus just so happened to be standing at the entrance as it began to shift, and noticing what was happening, he grabbed on as he desperately tried to hold down his entire life's work, though clearly this was of no use. And after being lifted in the air, his grip failed, sending him falling back to the ground below, where he lay staring up at his creation that was now flying 30 feet above him.
People inside?
Oh my god, look at all the fucking people.
Dude, look at how big that fucking thing is.
Inside, there were as many as 30 people who were now being thrashed around this
strong gust of fucking wind.
In a scene
Yeah.
that I truly can't even
I don't know if it's
imagine.
foam or
The
what,
claustrophobia
Drew.
of it, the
It's
dizzying
friggin'
colors,
weird.
the screams. It's genuinely one of the most horrific scenarios I've ever heard. The inflatable structure was airborne for well over a minute, folding into itself before finally crashing back down into a parking lot.
People were
leaving behind
inside.
what was described by witnesses as a field of bodies.
Oh.
Worst of all, the majority of those in attendance were families with small children, with one 7-year-old girl recounting her experience, saying, "It was very scary and people were screaming. I saw a lady clinging on and then falling out, and then she was lying on her back with people around her. I think she died." This lady was most likely 68-year-old Elizabeth Collings, who had been ejected from the structure when it was in the air, with her injuries being catastrophic and unsurvivable.
Oh my god. Oh.
Of all the others now sprawled throughout this field of grass,
I hate
most were
stories
left
like
injured,
that,
but
bro.
thankfully not in serious condition, though this wasn't the case for 38-year-old Claire from Edge, who had been inside during the accident with her 2 children. And despite her kids surviving, she was sadly not so lucky.
I'm so glad
with
the
Claire and
kids made
Elizabeth
it out.
being the sole fatalities of the incident.
Fuck, dude.
Terrifying. And though it's easy to say that this could have
They
been
really
so
did do
much
Granny
worse,
dirty with
consider
that
how
deep
many
fried
people were
filter. They
injured
could
to
have
this at the
they could have
time,
made her look a little
consequences
nicer.
were still catastrophic.
It's a shame.
As it devastated 2 families and likely left many others at the scene traumatized for life, especially the young children. But how could this have happened? Well, that day was
Do
particularly
the Last of Us,
warm,
Rez.
which likely caused the air inside the structure to expand, causing a hot air balloon-like effect, which was then exacerbated by sudden strong gusts of wind, which eventually
Not
caused
enough,
the structure
oh
to go
God.
airborne. As in the end, it just
terrible.
wasn't properly secured for the conditions. Soon after the incident,
Like
Maurice
when it's something that like it could happen to anybody. I don't want to say just me personally. It could happen to anybody so easily.
Mhm.
Like an inflatable fucking ride made for hundreds of families to come and hang out at and visit and go to, whatever. You fucking walk in 5 minutes later, a fucking rope is snapping and you're 30 feet in the air. Holy shit. Like, and that's just life.
Yeah.
Can't do anything about it. In a fucking instant, that lady's 70 plus years on this planet were cut short because some dickhead didn't tie a rope tight enough. Like, holy fuck, man. That's bananas. It's bananas.
Agus was arrested for manslaughter, though he would ultimately only end up paying a small fine.
You got arrested? Wait a minute. Back up.
Which was then exacerbated by sudden strong gusts of wind, which eventually caused the structure to go airborne, as in the end it just wasn't properly secured for the conditions. Soon after the incident, Maurice Agus was arrested for manslaughter, though he would ultimately only end up paying a small fine, as he vowed to never create a large work again. Just a few years later in 2009, Maurice Agus would pass away, with his legacy forever being defined by this devastating footage.
Damn, dude. That's kind of nuts.
Mhm.
Nah, small fine is kind of crazy to me. But I mean, he's dead. Doesn't really. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. Like, he obviously didn't intend harm. But like something that humongous, like, that's also very light and like gustable with wind out in an open field, like you gotta have some precautions.
On
bro.
October 2nd, 2006,
That was your fucking
police entered the home
dream,
of
your
31-year-old
vision, and you didn't
Elaine
have it
Campione,
properly
where
secured.
inside they found the woman
Like,
speaking
dude, go to prison.
incoherently.
All
Like,
about
my God.
wrestling. Welcome to the stream.
All right, back up. I was
October
talking.
2nd,
Happy birthday, Serena.
On October
Dark
2nd,
Toast, welcome.
2006, police entered the home of 31-year-old Elaine Campione, where inside they found the woman speaking incoherently. Next to her was a VHS camera, depicting a series of disturbing events that had transpired within the home over the previous months and days, with the footage eventually finding its way onto YouTube.
Hi, Serena. It's August 8th, 2006. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
The tape starts with Elaine pointing her new camera at her daughter Serena. It was her 3rd birthday, and to celebrate, Elaine had left a brand new bike in the living room.
What is it?
Days later, the footage continues, showing Serena once again as Elaine asks,
How does Mama love you?
This much.
Oh, I love you more than that. How much does Mama love you?
Elaine then shows her other daughter Sophia, who was just a baby, before turning the camera on herself and showing the kids how the device worked.
Hi. See how the camcorder works?
Look, it's the fireworks.
Look. Hi. Is that Mommy? Hi.
So far, the footage seems like nothing more than your standard family home videotape, and appears completely wholesome.
The way she was
With the next
stuttering, I
recording,
feel like
it begins to shift, and things start to become slightly concerning.
This is a deplorable, horrible, messy, filthy apartment that supposedly my 2 children and I live in, and it's just a horrible, horrible mess. Yeah. I think Diego Campione is totally in the wrong, and I hope he burns in hell for all his sins. The
What
same
the
as
fuck?
Leonardo.
As Elaine shows the camera her home, she begins joking about how they are living in
Maybe I was wrong about the
conditions
stuttering.
before
I thought she was
randomly
gonna
calling
be
out 2
like
men who she says she hopes
deteriorating.
burn in hell, all while her children are in the same room. She starts to grow more and more agitated.
All I wanted to do was take care of my 2 little girls and live happily ever after the 3 years of physical, emotional, and mental abuse that I endured tremendously by Leonardo Campione, and then the past year from Anna and Diego Campione, the mental and emotional abuse.
Outright saying that she was abused by a man named Leonard Campione, who happened to be her
Yeah, Raz, I definitely would
father
play it
of these
eventually.
children. And she goes on from there, with each moment clearly making the kids more and more anxious.
I want justice to my family for what they've all done to us. I cried out for help. They should have charged him for the assaults he did to me.
Eventually causing Elaine to snap out of it and stop the camera.
And my poor 3-year-old, I did everything to protect. And what are you saying, Sophia? What do you want?
The video then skips forward once more, with this footage being taken just days before the police were called, showing Serena coloring on the floor as Elaine asks,
Who loves ya?
Mommy.
Who loves you the most? That much? Oh, I think I love you more than that.
The scene that unfolds next was recorded on that very same night, just hours later.
Recording this because Leo and I are happy. Everything's gone. You wouldn't give peace. You wouldn't tell the truth. You didn't care about our babies. You didn't care about me. You care about yourself. All you did was hurt us.
In the video, Elaine states that everything is gone, as she speaks to Leo directly, accusing him of having ruined their lives with his constant abuse.
You are truly the devil.
This is freaky dark.
And I hate you. 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 And I want you to know how much I hate you.
Disturbingly, the children were nowhere to be seen in this footage.
That's what I
Elaine
keep thinking
eventually
about, the
addressing them
kids
by
not
saying,
being anywhere.
And God's taking care of them now.
Oh,
my
fuck,
God.
dude.
Thank God. Thank you. Because there's no way I could have them with you. Nothing's good enough for you. It has to always be your way. Well, they're good. And you can have it your way. Your wife and your daughters are dead now. We're all in heaven.
Drill, awesome, man. And
According to Elaine, not only were her children gone, but she was too. She stops the recording soon after. Despite saying this, the camera would actually start up one more time, where Elaine describes how she was still alive, despite having attempted to OD, which prompted her to call the police.
So,
when officers arrived at the home, both
kids.
Serena and Sophia were found laying in her mother's bed, holding hands, and wrapped tightly in rosaries. Neither of them were alive. 2 nights prior, and directly before filming this message, Elaine had brought them both into the bathroom, as it was time for their nightly baths. And once in the tub, she told them to play a game, one where they would place their heads beneath the water and blow out bubbles. When they
drowned
did this, Elaine
them?
held their heads down, and she didn't let go until she was certain they were
What
gone.
the fuck?
This footage is some of the most disturbing that I've ever seen, as we get a glimpse into Elaine's descent into madness, in the moments directly before she stole her children's lives. But all of this leaves one obvious question. Why? Well, it was noted during her investigation that the abuse she alleged from her ex-husband Leo seemed to be very real and well documented over the years, leading to Leo not being able to see his children for over a
So
year.
Drill, she basically she killed them so that their father couldn't get sole custody.
She began believing that people were following her and were going to kill her. With
He's
fear
clearly
of
very
shifting
mentally
fear of
ill.
Aliens, as she could have seen them on
okay.
numerous occasions, believing they were following her. Because of this fear, she refused to let her children out of her sight, not even allowing her own parents to look after them, causing her to become so attached to these children that she genuinely began to believe that they were all one entity, which made things incredibly concerning when she became suicidal and eventually attempted to take her own life. Despite Leo's more than troubled history,
Yes,
he had
looking
supposedly
alien,
turned
no,
his
for
life
real.
around in the years leading to this footage, and was eventually allowed
Yeah.
to start visiting the children on a limited capacity. And seeing the children and seeing the way their mother was behaving, he began to grow incredibly concerned, and eventually attempted to gain full custody. And it was this bitter custody battle that seemed to be the ultimate factor that led to Elaine ending the lives of her children.
God's taking care of them now. You're protected by God. Thank God. Thank Him. Because there's no way I could have them with you.
Atlas AI voiceover feature allows you
Motherfucker.
to turn your words into voices you never thought you had. Simply pick
Elaine Campione would be charged with 2 counts of murder and would eventually be sentenced to life in prison, with the possibility of parole after 25
Surprised
years.
she didn't get insanity.
She's held in a minimum security prison, where she's free to leave once every weekend to attend church and other functions.
No, literally, Drill. A lot more information on this case if I had to have the constraints. Oh, interesting. I wonder what else is big on that case. It's kind of interesting. I wonder what her condition was exactly that caused her to end up like that.
On April 18th, 2010, a 39-year-old man named Gavin Collins was released from the HMP Ranby prison in the UK. His freedom would last less than 24 hours, as the very next day he suffered a severe mental breakdown, the result of which was captured partially across several video recordings that later appeared on YouTube. This is the story of his rampage.
That's creepy as
It
shit.
began at approximately 9 a.m. in the city of Nottinghamshire when Gavin left his home. As he walked down the sidewalk, those in the area reported him acting strangely, muttering to himself that he was Jesus and that he was invincible. Without warning, he then turned his attention to a random home, which he forcefully entered, stole a man's car keys, and took his vehicle, taking off with no apparent destination. Inside the car, the owner just so happened to have 2 cameras, one being a standard dash cam and the other facing inside the vehicle, giving us a look at Gavin and his apparent mental state.
This is me. Jesus Christ! I'll show you how good a eyesight I've got. Hey, don't need this. Come on, let's go, bro. Talk, get rid of all that crap is. Let's go! Let's go!
Just at a glance, it's obvious that Gavin is completely unhinged. For some reason, he was utterly filled with rage, ripping off the rearview mirror and yelling
You've seen this one, FedEx?
incomprehensible threats at no
You
one.
wish there was a mute button on your dad. He's streaming DVD and is getting so salty. Your dad's streaming Dead by Daylight Dark Toast? It's kind of funny.
Watch this! You
And most concerning of all is the speed in which he's traveling.
Yeah,
He
that's
starts driving
fucking
faster
nuts.
and faster, swerving in and out of cars as he passes through busy residential areas, as he reaches speeds that have been estimated to be anywhere from 85 miles an
You
hour
just realized
to
this
well
is
over
real. You thought it was for
120.
entertainment. I saw this footage from his camera on his YouTube. Are you serious, Exeter?
But somehow, despite countless close calls, every time he avoids collision, at least for the time being.
Oh, there it is. Damn.
In an instant, Gavin smashes the vehicle into a brick home at full speed, with the impact being devastating. And yet somehow, through the destruction, Gavin was not only still alive, but completely unharmed.
What?
And also completely unfazed. He pulled himself from the wreckage and immediately turned his attention to a woman driving nearby, and within moments he had forced his way into the vehicle, and was behind the wheel once again.
What?
Continuing this deranged driving spree, until once again, he crashed. And much like the initial collision,
My man is a
he survived,
GTA
walking away
protagonist.
onto
What
the
is
field
happening
before
right
turning
now?
his attention to another random home. In pursuit of stealing his third vehicle, he grabbed a nearby concrete slab and began to smash through the home's doors, bloodying his hand in the process, before eventually making entry. Inside were a mother and her two children, one of which was 5 years old, and the other wasn't even a year. Gavin approached the terrified family, yelling and demanding that the mother give up her car keys, telling her that he was Jesus and that, "Because I am Jesus, I will kill you if you don't give me the keys." And without hesitation, she did as he said.
Good.
Gavin then went to each member of the family, and with his injured hand, he drew crosses on their forehead, out of his own
Alright.
blood, before taking off with his third stolen car.
Cool. Cool. That's completely fine.
Yeah.
That's okay. Cool. Just leave them alone.
Yeah.
Once again, Gavin was driving manically, though this time he was even more reckless, crashing into a brick wall and then a cop car. Before setting his sights on
Just turn the
a
fucking wheel, dude.
Oh my god, he's gonna hit a
While speeding
pedestrian.
through a neighborhood, Gavin would see a man standing innocently near a bus stop, and for whatever reason, the sight of this man enraged him, causing Gavin to slam on the brakes and reverse the vehicle, stepping on the gas as hard as he could, and crashing directly into him, leaving him lying there with devastating injuries. Gavin quickly exited the
Not
vehicle
dead,
and
though.
found the man
Not
lying
dead,
motionless on the ground, prompting him to shout, "I've killed him. I've killed the devil." Minutes later,
What?
Gavin would crash yet another car into yet another home, though this time the police weren't far behind.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna see this one. Oh, he didn't crash into the building. Oh, this is the cops' POV. I'm fucking stupid.
Fucking
Oh my life, what's going on, brother? So yeah, this dude is having a mental breakdown after just getting out of prison. And he's been crashing into all kinds of shit, doing crazy stuff. It's his body cam, yeah, Drill, you're right.
Finally,
Hey, get his fucking ass out of there, holy shit.
The man that Gavin had struck was 87-year-old Terry Radford, a
Damn.
retired teacher whose injuries were catastrophic.
Yeah,
with the man
he's-
passing away soon after.
Yeah,
According to his
damn.
family, Terry was an incredible grandfather, father, and son.
That's fucking sad. That's a long
My Hero
life
Sentai,
situation.
welcome to the stream, bro.
But what's most shocking of all is the
He
fact
needs
that
Arkham Asylum, bro.
As stated
Put this man
previously, this was Gavin's
away.
very first
This
day
dude
out
is
of prison,
literally the
and Based
Joker.
on the behavior he exhibited whilst in prison, he really should have never been released. Gavin was granted an early release in March of 2019.
Yeah, why did that
with
happen?
Charges based around burglary. But just as he was set to be freed, it was discovered that he had submitted an adulterated drug test, which caused his case to be re-examined and resulted in his release being postponed. In response, Gavin lost his mind. Later that month, he assaulted a prison guard before spraying him with an unknown liquid that contained bleach, before proceeding to set his cell on fire and
Other
attacking
two
another
live
officer
streams?
with
I'm not
a
sure which
sword.
ones you mean,
Due to his
Omar,
actions,
but
Gavin
I'm
was
glad to
placed
see you
into
here,
an
man.
isolated cell,
Yeah,
where less
Omar
than a
was in
week
my
later, he
stream,
started yet
so I
another
think that's what he's
assault.
talking
And when an
about.
officer entered his cell to put it out, Gavin struck them in the head and pulled out a plastic knife, threatening to slash him, stating that it would be a thrill to kill him. Gavin's stay in prison clearly hadn't rehabilitated him. In fact, it seemed to have made him more violent than ever before, and more mentally disturbed. Though shockingly, despite all of these additional crimes, Colin's release would go on to be approved less than 2 weeks later, with Gavin being
welcome to
set
the
free on
stream. How
April
you
18th.
doing?
and within just 24 hours, Terry Radford would be brutally killed. Gavin was sentenced to 21 years in prison, and during his trial, it was revealed that no drugs were found in his system. And instead,
Bullshit.
this all seemed to be the result of some sort of psychotic episode
Did
that
he
just
get
so happened to be
approved?
captured
Like,
on camera.
pretty bananas.
In one of YouTube's
Gotta be like
darkest
CT
videos.
or something, bro.
Fucking literally. Yeah, wait, low key, can we watch a fucking another one?
Yeah, we can do.
That was awesome.
Guys, be sure to drop a like. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, share the stream out.
It was IRL Trevor, literally.
I am the Weepster. I'm joined by my co-host, the cousin, the Schnozz.
Yo.
And if you enjoy this, we'll be doing more of them.
Raz, thank you so much for the support, brother. If you like body cam vids, are all of these gonna tend to be about body cam vids? Cause no, you know they won't all be body cam vids. We had oh, I'm stupid. The drill. You have some funny ones to suggest. I see. Gurf, what is going on, baby? I've been missing my baby Gurf.
Gurf, what's going on, buddy?
I know exactly who this dude is. This is that dude that got murdered, and they fucking got it all covered up, and they made it sound like a suicide, quote unquote, even though it still looks like a fucking murder. That really sucks. Man, this dude's story is so depressing. I really don't want to. Fuck it.
Fucking Wawa.
Yo, a hoagie looks delicious.
I can't even lie. The Wawa's hoagies are fucking smack. Gurf, what's going on, my boy? How you doing?
It was 2:46 p.m.
Oh, Ethan, you're still here? Awesome. Pizza roll. Told you I recommend nothing but peak. On God, bro. This is fucking sick. Oh, she's an earthquake?
For residents of Onagawa, Japan, earthquakes were nothing new, but this one was different.
Was this the one in 2012?
Yo, I'd never seen like the earthquake footage from.
It carried with it a violence that none of the locals had ever felt before, and by the time the shaking had stopped, everyone in the city seemed to be left in a momentary state of shock. This was
like, how do you even? What do you do after that?
Chinese workers and students that had recently moved to the area,
I
with
know.
most having never experienced any earthquake, let alone one of this.
Deadeye, welcome back to stream, homie. You used to watch this dude?
20 women who had recently been hired as trainees
The
in a
painter
company
analog?
called Sato Susan, a company that sold fresh seafood. And
I'll
having been at
recommend
work at
Al.
the time of the quake,
Al.
they frantically
We'll see,
ran
we'll
out of the
see.
building and stood in the street, desperately trying to figure out what to
The
do
darkest
next.
TV show ever made by the same guy. We will watch that next, Omar. Sounds great.
And then,
In Japan,
like
it's
Hero
not just the
Sentai
earthquakes
recommended
you
the
have to
painter
worry about,
analog.
but the tsunamis that often follow.
Analog?
And usually
The
bigger
paint,
the
yeah,
earthquake,
painter
the bigger the
analog.
wave.
We can watch that afterward. We can,
was right on the
depending
sea,
how short
and
it is,
Sato
maybe we can
Susan
watch it in
was
between.
directly on the shoreline. These women were now
Doobie
standing directly
Gooby,
in the
welcome to
path
the
of an
stream,
impending
Doobie
disaster.
Gooby.
Gooby Gooby.
Thankfully, their boss,
Doobie Gooby,
was well aware of what was to come, and quickly he yelled to the women to seek higher ground. But given their
Oh yeah, this is the
unfamiliarity with
2012
area,
earthquake.
Sato knew that he would have to be the one to
I used
lead
to
them
watch
in.
Salad Saying a
The
lot,
group
Rez.
readily listened, and they quickly followed Sato as he led them up a set
Not
of
the
stairs
painter, is it Freaky
where
Fennec?
they eventually reached a shrine that overlooked Onagawa and the sea.
Mysteries of
It was the
between
highest
20
point
30
in the
minutes.
area, and should keep them safe from what would likely
We
be
are
a massive
watching,
influx of
reacting
water.
to
And sure
videos
enough,
at the
as
moment
they
there,
neared the
Doobie.
top, Sato's fears were already
Be
coming
sure to
true.
drop a like.
As the sea had drastically retreated, it was now beginning to push forward.
The tsunami. Fuck.
Yep.
I forgot how much worse this
But
got.
despite understanding
Oh yeah, this was
it
terrible.
wasn't a deterrent for Sato, as once he deemed the altitude
That one's a
safe
good vid
enough for
too,
this
to be
group of
honest. It's
women,
kind
he
of
then
like
turned
darker
around
in
and
terms of
began
what
to
he
walk
speaks
back
about,
down
but
the
it's
hill
definitely a good video by
towards the
Nick.
slowly
Word,
falling
word.
city.
If you can't tell, some of the
That's not
dark
where he was
shit is
going,
like genuinely
which is when he
bothering me.
revealed that down below in the
So we might be
Onagawa
careful with that one.
his wife and his
After
daughter,
this, we should definitely watch a
who were
funny
now
boy
directly
video.
in the path of this unfolding
Okay,
disaster.
we can take a break from the.
Yeah,
from the
get some memes in here, bro.
The
Fuck.
girl screamed out to him,
And we will do a funny meme break in between. That's a good idea.
but he
Yes,
didn't so
yes,
much
yes.
as turn his head.
It's a
He
great
stepped out
idea.
onto the street and disappeared from their view. And it was at this time that one of those girls standing high atop the hill began to record.
Yo. And I can't imagine watching something like this happen before your very eyes.
I've seen that video
It-
before. Holy shit.
Like imagine just watching the world end.
All my life, family has been super important to me. I love my family, but I also
Yeah,
realized
me too. I
I
love
don't
my
know much
family.
about them, at
I
least
do
outside
too.
of my immediate family members, and specifically my grandfather, who I never got the chance to meet. And when thinking about
Sad.
this the other day, I went down a rabbit hole of trying to find out more information about my ancestors, and in doing so, I ended
He's
up
very
partnering with
handsome.
My Heritage, the #1 family history service and the sponsor of today's video.
He has a very
With My
well
Heritage, you can search
chiseled
through over
face, and the
33
facial
billion
hair fits him
historical
super
documents
well.
to
That
find
shit's
records of your
crisp.
family members. But even with my limited knowledge, My Heritage was able to form entire
Like, I wish my
trees over
mustache could be
family
that
trees, just the
full
click of a
and
button,
still that
thanks to their
even.
instant discovery
Like,
speed.
holy
And all I had
shit,
to do
lucky
was get the name of
bastard.
my
I
parents
wish my
and my
forehead didn't
grandparents,
look
and all of a
like
sudden
my
my family
forehead.
tree was growing exponentially, which revealed generations of ancestors that I never even knew existed. It was
My
awesome
mom
to find
tried that
pictures of
once.
my grandfather and discover things about
Oh,
him. Like
it's
the fact that he
37
was on his college
minutes, okay.
basketball team, and after graduation, he was called to serve in World War II, which really moved me. He also
Whoa.
colorized the pictures and even animated them. On this one, you can see my great-grandmother, who came from Ireland and was one of 14 siblings, which was one of many details that I found surprising. And I ended up sharing all these pictures with my parents, who absolutely loved it. This whole experience was honestly so surreal, and this was just a fraction of what they were able to find. And all in all, this experience has made me feel closer than ever with my family. In fact, I can't wait to share all of this information with my entire family, or at least those that I know. So thank you to My
That's
Heritage
nice.
for this paid partnership. Do you want to uncover your story? Start with My Heritage and get your first 14 days completely free. Just use my link or scan the QR code.
It's the huge construction sale at Nationwide Nissan, Kia, and Infiniti. We're demolishing the competition.
Thank
with
you,
up to
whoever you
$10,000
are.
Facial hair, sexy
customer
voice,
cash.
goated videos.
And
Nick,
get 0%
he's
financing for
truly
60
one of
months.
one. Like,
Plus,
no doubt, pizza.
Nationwide for life.
I'm like
Lifetime
actually
engine
loving
guarantee.
everything about this dude. It just
Fucking
keeps
awesome.
getting better. Oh, and this shit is perfectly timed. The ad ended. The second chapter 1 fades in. That was beautiful. I loved that.
Have you ever seen this
Such
video
a
though
meme.
before?
I feel like I probably did a long time ago.
This video is
I've
fucking
never seen it with the
insane.
audio like
The
this.
footage
This
shows
is
that the shoreline
this
was
is
still
fucking
more, as the water
nerve-wracking.
had inundated the entire area as it slowly crept its way deeper and deeper into the city
What's this
streets.
channel's name? This channel's name is Nick Crowley. Almost at 3 million subs. Go drop him a sub,
The women
guys.
were understandably in a panic, trying to make sense of this ordeal that they were now given a front row seat to. And as they record, we can hear them
Satan's no!
Sato, but at no point do we see him. We just know that he's down
Shame, shame.
somewhere. And as the desperation in their pleas increases,
Anytime the drill.
so too does the fury of the water.
Guys, we are coming up on 3,000 and 390 subscribers. Thank you all very, very much. Oh my god, look at that car. So did the tsunami already strike and this
Yeah.
is the floods?
Yeah, this is the flood now.
Okay, gotcha. There's
And
the
there's the
siren.
siren.
They could only watch as Anagawa as they knew it was completely eviscerated.
It's such a beautiful place. It's such a shame to see it all fucked. They need the aura farming kid to save them, literally. Where's fucking Piccolo at?
And by this point, they realized
Thank
that
you,
there was
Raz.
now essentially no hope for Sato. It was at this time that the women realized that despite already being at a considerable height, it still might not be enough, and so they ran even higher up the hill, desperately trying to get out of the path of this water.
My gosh, did these women make it out okay?
And as they did so, they noticed something down below.
What? What the
Standing on a
fuck?
rooftop in the middle of this massive tsunami was Mitsuro Sato. The building that he stood on was once a full 2 stories off the ground, but was now just a few inches above the surface of the water.
Holy shit! I never knew. So you're telling me that is 2 stories tall?
Yeah.
I never for the life of me knew exactly like how much water was like genuinely like engulfing Anagawa in this.
Bro, it's
That is literally bananas.
didn't it? Yeah, it was like an 8 point some earthquake.
8.5 magnitude.
Yeah. It
Damn.
was and it was right outside Japan, so
Right, so that just sent that tsunami.
I remember
fucking
feeling this earthquake and when I lived in that townhouse, bro.
No shit.
It was like 5 seconds long, but like
So what year would this have been?
this was
2012?
this was 2012.
I remember a few different earthquakes from around that time period that we would have felt as like not much, but they would have felt like crazily.
Yeah.
Like I might
women
remember.
again call out to him.
Phoenix,
this time
welcome,
even more
bro.
frantically.
I'll check that
But at
link
this
out in a
point,
moment.
It was no use.
Is he like?
When the camera
What
is
is
off Sato for just a
his
split
deal?
second, we can hear just from the women's reaction the exact moment that he swept away. The recording stops shortly after and restarts minutes later, revealing that the streets where the women had been standing just moments before were now fully underwater. Buildings that once stood around them were now reduced to nothingness. In front of them was a sea of death, and had Mitsudo Sato not led them up that hill, then all of these women would have certainly been a part of it.
So wait, that guy saved them?
The date was March 11th,
No, it's a different guy,
2011,
different guy.
a day where Japan had been
Oh,
its most devastating.
Wait, for real? Because I thought
and standing just on the it was no use. Men again call out to him this. The women again call out to him this time. Water was once a full two-story. Was Mitsudo Sato.
Yeah, and then
The exact streets were stiff and big ever. March 11th, not led them up that hill. And in front of them was a sea of death. And had Mitsudo Sato not
Doobie
led
just
them up
said,
that
just grab a
hill,
floaty.
then all the
shut the fuck up. But yeah, no, it says that he led them up that hill.
How'd he get back down there? What the fuck?
That's exactly what I'm wondering. How did he end up over there on the roof of that building? Maybe he pointed them in a direction?
Maybe.
I'm not completely sure, but
That's creepy. Not that is terrifying.
it's bananas,
The date was
man.
March 11th, 2011, a day where Japan had been hit by
Oh,
its
it's
most
2011,
devastating
not
earthquake
2012.
ever, with it ringing in at a magnitude 9.0.
9.0.
Caused the nation's worst ever tsunami, as that day, 19,759 people would lose their lives. Damn. With Mitsudo Sato being one of them. But against all odds, his wife and daughter were not part of that death toll, as it's been reported that they were later found alive and unharmed. The devastation that occurred that day is incomprehensible, and all the footage of this disaster could warrant a place in this video.
The fire combined with all the
as you can see
flooding
what it
is
looked
just
like
like, oh my
before.
god.
Mm-hmm.
During
Holy
after.
shit.
But what I found so interesting about this was all throughout this disaster were stories like Sato's, a man who risked his life to save 20 women that he hardly knew, and a man who gave his life trying to save his family, walking directly into the path of the worst natural disaster in modern Japanese history, all in an attempt to save the ones that he loved. And I honestly find it quite beautiful that afterwards, these women adamantly shared his story and made sure that the world forever remembered Mitsudo Sato as the hero that he was. And of those 160 Chinese migrants who worked in the area, it was later reported that not a single one of them perished, which speaks volumes about the people of Anagawa, who so readily put others' lives before their own.
I never saw that one, Rez.
Doobie just said something else.
Fire marshal is investigating a blaze in Georgetown. 2 people found dead inside the home, and so far it's not known how
The
fire
man in the
started.
garage. Oh no.
It was just past 5:30 a.m.
The story's
on
called The Man
17th
in
of
the
February
Garage.
2021,
The
when
Man in
residents
the
of a small
Garage?
neighborhood
Yeah.
in Georgetown, Ontario, were woken by the sound of sirens blaring. One man frantically grabbed his cell phone and rushed outside to record the unfolding scene, where he was met with a horrific sight. His neighbor's home was fully engulfed in flames. It must have happened quickly, as by the time rescue workers even arrived on the scene, there was already little hope of saving the house, or any of its occupants. It would take hours before that blaze was finally quelled, revealing the charred devastation inside, as firefighters would find the remains of 56-year-old Christina Rirak and 59-year-old Andrew Rirak within the home's garage. The cause of this fire was initially unknown, but quickly the situation was deemed suspicious when experts determined that the fire had started as a result of some sort of explosion that had happened within the garage where the couple's bodies were found.
Bad, okay,
This was later
Omar.
confirmed with security footage obtained from a neighbor who lived across the street, capturing the moments when it suddenly ignited around 5:27 a.m. There was clearly something off.
Guys, thank you for almost
and
15
things only
likes.
became more
Appreciate you
sinister
very, very
following
much.
the autopsies of Andrew and Christina, which revealed that they hadn't
Bowl of
actually
cereal.
died in that fire, and instead, both of them had been stabbed to death, with Andrew also being badly beaten.
What the
This
fuck?
fire wasn't started to kill them, it was started to cover up their murder. And it did a good job of it too, as the scene was now left completely destroyed, with very little evidence being left behind. But there was something else investigators thought to check. That's security footage. The camera had been facing the garage where all of this carnage seemed to have happened, and so they thought maybe if they looked back far enough, it could at the very least show what had led up to this brutal attack. And so they rewound that footage, going back hours and hours, during all of which the garage had remained perfectly still, until they got all the way back to 6:42 of the day prior, February 16th. The film showed the moments that the couple had arrived home together inside of Christina's car, which Andrew had been driving that night, as he pulled uneventfully into the garage. This was the last time this couple was seen alive on camera, which on its own is disturbing enough. But as it turns out, there was something far more unsettling about this footage, as it revealed the fact that Christina and Andrew weren't alone.
Oh.
Yo.
The footage showed a tall figure, its features completely shrouded in darkness, almost as if it were a shadow, with this figure lying in wait out of sight on the side of the house, until right after Andrew pulls the car into the garage, when this person slips in behind them. It's impossible to say for sure if the couple noticed this person or not, but it appears that they likely didn't, as they both start to exit the vehicle, to which the figure then ducks down in an attempt to avoid detection. Until the garage door begins to slowly close. Either Christina or Andrew would make it out of that garage alive, as just seconds after this footage, they both would be brutally murdered by this unidentified person.
Oh my god.
The footage is terrifying and speaks to that innate fear in most of us, the fear of being followed, of being watched, and attacked in the moments where we least expect it. It's paranoia-inducing, and made even more off-putting by the fact that this clearly seemed to be premeditated. Whoever this was knew their schedule and had been waiting for them to arrive home, in a place where they knew they wouldn't be seen. But by this point, their motivation was as unknown as their identity. Following the discovery of this footage, bits and pieces were released to the press in order to get the public's help in identifying this unknown assailant. It represented a rare instance of a killer being clearly caught on camera right before committing a crime, but that's also what made this case so frustrating, as despite the video capturing this person, none of their features were discernible at all. Unsurprisingly, the footage didn't bring in any relevant leads, but it at the very least showed investigators that whoever this person was knew the couple, due to its obvious premeditation. Though when looking into both Andrew and Christina, it was clear that neither of them really had any enemies in their life, with the exception of one. Harrison Brown was a 27-year-old employee at a company called Rogue Transportations, of which Christina happened to be the vice president of operations, and during his time there, Harrison was known to be abrasive and combative, with Christina often having to be the one to reprimand him, leading to Harrison resenting her. It isn't clear how police were tipped off about this strained working relationship, but they had somehow grown suspicious enough of Harrison to pay his home a visit, and what they found inside showed that this resentment he had towards Christina had actually morphed into a twisted obsession. Inside, police found satellite images of the Rearac's home, along with the software on the man's computer and cell phone that showed that on the 12th of February he had secretly attached a tracking device to Christina's car, And he had been tracking her movements for days, which is precisely how he knew when she would be arriving home. And as if this revelation wasn't damning enough, they would also find a broken knife in his garage that contained trace amounts of Christina's blood. It was obvious what Harrison had done, and when confronted with this evidence, there was nothing more he could say other than the truth. So he admitted he had grown a hatred for Christina because of the way that she had treated him at work, and he decided that he needed to get his revenge. That's when he purchased this tracking device and began obsessing over her movements, studying them before finding the perfect time and place to strike. And on February 16th, he waited outside the Rearx home and snuck into their garage before attacking and killing them both. After the assault, Harrison would leave the home, where he began to grow paranoid about being caught, and so he returned to the house the very next morning to start that fire, with the hopes being that the blaze would cover up his tracks. Though thankfully, this didn't work, and after pleading guilty to 2 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of arson, Harrison Brown would be sentenced to life in prison.
Good.
Fuck that piece of
EasyCater
shit.
is the nationwide tech platform.
Literally, what a
For your
loser.
workplace. Find your favorite local
So, Gurf,
restaurants,
recap.
place your order,
A guy was
and
getting
your team
reprimanded
the
at
resources
work
they need. Like
by a woman. Well, okay, first of all, you get clear footage of someone sneaking into this couple's garage. They're pulling home from, like, being out doing something together. And you see a shadowy figure walk into the garage, and that's the end. You don't know what happened. It was terrible. Oh my gosh. And then turns out this guy was getting reprimanded at work a lot by this poor woman in the car. He decided he was going to put a tracking device on her car, study her schedule, and use it to sneak into her house at the perfect time to murder her and her husband. And then he got so paranoid about it, he went back
and
to
blew it up.
Burn their whole fucking house and bodies.
To burn it.
Sick shit.
Look at your previous message. Weepy, why does your picture at the top look like a Smurf? That guy, his head. Best head of his life. The picture is a drawing of my character giving head, actually. So you're pretty close to that topic.
Horrible person indeed, Gurf.
It's just a drawing from a video game that I played a few months back.
Trav, what's up, man? How you doing tonight? Alright, guys, we're over halfway through with this one. After this, we're going to be doing a funny meme break.
Roll over TC.
It's the eve of Thanksgiving, 2015.
What's that stand for?
Police officer Patrick Feaster sits in his cruiser parked alongside the road in the town of Paradise, California, waiting for his first action of this uncharacteristically quiet night. His car was facing the direction of a well-known local cantina, which patrons were known to drive away from under the influence. And sure enough, as the clock approached midnight, the calmness around Feaster would be shattered by the sight of a car speeding out of the restaurant's parking lot.
Freaky looking.
The car went unseen by Feaster's dashcam, but not by Feaster himself, as he took off, doing his best to catch up with the car that was now speeding down the road, and within a few seconds, he does. As the car slowly comes into frame for the first time, inside that vehicle was 26-year-old Andrew Thomas and his ex-wife, 23-year-old Darian Aaron. Andrew had been drinking heavily that night and was well over the legal limit, with his driving showing as much as he failed to pull over once Feaster approached him, resulting in a police chase that would only end up lasting just a few seconds.
Oh shit.
Roll over TC. Here's just east of Black Olive.
Copy. Roll over TC east of Black Olive.
As Andrew would drive his car directly into a median, causing the SUV to flip over violently before coming to a halt on its side. In that instant, Darian was ejected from the vehicle, being thrown straight through the windshield and landing onto the asphalt, where, despite still being alive, her injuries were likely unsurvivable. But Andrew, on the other hand, was still inside the vehicle, and he seemed to have been left relatively unharmed. As perhaps being boosted by adrenaline, he quickly tried to crawl his way out of the car in a desperate attempt to check on Darian, with Officer Feaster's dashcam capturing the entire ordeal. Though just as Andrew attempted to do so, we see Feaster step into the frame, where he suddenly draws his gun, and without saying a single word, fires 2 shots at Andrew, with one of the bullets appearing to strike him, causing his body to go limp as he falls back into the car. It happened in a literal instant, so fast that it's clear Feaster had most likely accidentally discharged his weapon, as there was no attempt at communication before the shot was fired, with Andrew clearly posing no risk to him, as both of his hands were being used to hoist himself up. From the footage, this all seems to be a horrible accident, and one that Feaster seemed to recognize right away, as he rushed up to the car, pointing his flashlight at the man that he had just shot, staring at him for over 10 seconds, trying to make sense of what he had just done, before he finally snaps out of it, and uses his radio to call for backup. Though this is when this already dark video starts to become much more disturbing.
Oh, man.
I've got an unresponsive female. I got a male in the car refusing to get out.
When Feaster makes this call, he never mentions the shooting, and instead he states that the driver was refusing to get out of the vehicle. This is then followed by Feaster walking away from the man and pointing his flashlight to the ground, almost as if he was looking for something.
Copy. Give your cross on Black Olive.
Pearson.
Copy. Black Olive and Pearson.
With some theorizing that he was looking for his shell casings. Though right then, another officer arrives on the scene and begins to survey the wreckage.
Just her?
No, there's a male in the car refusing to get out.
He's not even mentioning he shot.
Feaster says that Andrew was refusing to get out of the car, making no mention of the fact that he had just shot him. It's clear at this point what Feaster was trying to do. He was trying to cover up his accident, but this suddenly became more difficult when Andrew started to speak.
Okay, they got one. He's refusing to get out. Get out of the car, sir. You're not shot, sir. Get out of the car.
Andrew Thomas was still alive and had muttered to Feaster
Wow.
that he had been shot, but even to his face, Feaster denies it. Shortly after, Andrew then tries to tell the other cop what had happened.
Sir, come out of the car. This car is still on, and I don't want you to get hurt. What do you mean you got shot? Yeah, I was right there. I saw it.
Oh my god.
Did you get shot at the cantina? Who shot you? The cop did not shoot you.
But understandably, this other cop wasn't believing him, as surely Feaster would have said something at this point. And so, the minutes start to pass. And after 5 full minutes, Feaster continues processing the scene like nothing had happened, with the other officer being left to theorize that Andrew must have been seriously injured and was likely in a state of shock, which is why he was making all of these strange claims about being shot.
He may be hurt in there. Yeah, I know he is. He's in shock at the very least.
From here, the footage cuts, and we're only left with the audio from that same officer's body cam, as he attempts to get more information from Andrew.
Sir, I need you to talk to me so I know you're okay. Sir, take a look at me. Did you bump your head?
But by this point, he had gone completely silent. 10 minutes later, the footage then cuts back on, this time to another
Thank God we have cameras,
which shows that
yeah.
an ambulance had now finally arrived on the scene, with medics first directing their attention to Darian, who
He
was
did
in no
die.
good shape, as she would tragically be pronounced dead shortly after.
That
But
poor
despite all of
fucking
these
girl.
first responders on the scene,
Fuck this
none
drunk
of them
driving
had any
asshole.
idea that the
But
man
it's
inside the
crazy he
vehicle
got shot
had just
like
been
that.
shot by one of their colleagues. And in these moments, Andrew was slowly losing his life as each minute passed.
Oh, man.
It would take 11 full minutes before Feaster finally confessed.
Sir, you hold this scene, Manny, with me. We're going over to the cantina to find out if this guy... Take a shot. I wasn't even pointing at him.
Saying that he might have shot the man, but he wasn't sure. And immediately after saying this,
Oh my God, are you serious? No,
the recording is stopped, and the footage comes to an end. Sure enough, in that moment, Officer Patrick Feaster had in fact shot Andrew Thomas, with a bullet striking him directly in the neck. And the reason why he wasn't getting out of his vehicle was because that gunshot had left him fully paralyzed from the neck down. His condition was awful, and made worse by the length of time that it took for him to receive proper treatment. And despite fighting for weeks, Andrew Thomas would lose his life less than 1 month later, due to that gunshot wound. Afterwards, Feaster admitted that he did fire his gun, but claimed that in the moment he wasn't actually sure if he had hit Andrew. But many found this hard to believe, as his gun clearly goes off while he's pointing it at Andrew, and he clearly gets a good view of him immediately after the fact. Not to mention the fact that Andrew literally told him over and over again that he was shot, But for many, by far the most incriminating moment was when Feaster appeared to be looking for his shell casings. And because of his actions, Officer Patrick Feaster would be found guilty of manslaughter and receive
Piece
a
of
prison
shit, dude.
sentence
He looks
of
like he'd fucking lie about shooting somebody.
days. A decision that was heavily contested but ultimately upheld.
180 days.
Although no one was
Wait, what?
defending Andrew Thomas's decision to drink and drive that night, Feaster's use of deadly force and his blatant attempt at covering it up make this footage harrowing nonetheless.
Yeah. And that girl was alive enough to see that. I hope she wasn't conscious. That's fucking ridiculous.
You know when you get distracted by a fluffy little dog rocking the same necklace as you? Then suddenly, you've overdrafted. With Cash App, you're good.
Thank you so much, Rez. I appreciate you. And yeah, no, fuck that piece of shit cop.
Do you know what eating cabbage can do to your heart? Cabbage is a cruciferous vegetable that
Fucking
resembles
disgusting.
lettuce and can be red, purple.
Do this for real, bro. I don't got no problem with giving back, man. I'm the only one out here with a show that's actually giving back, you feel me? And I got proof to show it.
It's May 2013. 23-year-old Quamaine Wilson arrives at his local bank in Chicago, Illinois, to deposit $20,000 cash, which he planned on giving out to groups of his most adoring fans.
Man, about to go get this $1,000 out for the
when did you send it, Rez?
I'm gonna take out 20,000, man. Just to show people, you feel me? I'm on a whole different
Yeah,
level.
I agree, Doobie.
To this point, Quamaine had carved out a
Because
respectable
if you've sent it since the stream started, I haven't looked at anything since the stream started.
One more word out your mouth, and that's your last. That's your life. I'm gonna take it myself and put it in my graveyard with the rest of them.
Maybe this isn't who I thought it was. This is not who I thought it was at all. I'm a fucking moron.
I know she wet.
Based on his viewership alone, his success was apparent, and he wasn't shy about
As I
showing off
said
the
when,
wealth
not
that he
where,
claimed
bro.
to have
But if it was
accumulated
after the
as a
stream
result of it.
started, I
Posting
don't
photos and
check
pictures of
stuff
himself
during the
flaunting
stream.
large amounts of cash across his social media pages. But this video was by far his most boastful yet, as he would take that $20,000 and throw it into the air for all of his fans to fight over. With Quamaine clearly relishing in the opportunity to show off his riches, despite the fact that behind the scenes, things weren't quite as they seemed. The truth was, Quamaine had actually earned very little from his channel despite its viewership, with this being on account of his videos containing copywritten music, and the fact that he only had a dozen or so uploads. In fact, his social media flexing had started well before he even made his first video, as in reality, all of this money was coming straight from his mother, Yolanda Holmes. Having started a successful business in Chicago, Yolanda made a great living for herself and Quamaine. And being her only son, Quamaine was given just about anything he could have asked for. She would buy him designer clothes, jewelry, and even the Mustang seen in this video. But for Quamaine, it never seemed to be enough. He wanted to achieve a life of fame and riches, and he used his mother's finances to sell the illusion that he already had, asking her again and again to purchase him things that could help him sell this dream, until one day, it all came crashing down, when Yolanda would tragically lose her life.
He said no.
Just like that, Quamaine's entire support system had fallen out beneath his feet.
Oh, wait.
Without his mother, and without the provider who was funding his entire life.
I take that back. I guess he didn't kill her. Oopsie daisy.
But strangely, this didn't seem to stop his lavish online presence. In fact, his spending only seemed to increase after this.
Hold that thought, I might have been right.
As this footage of him giving away money to fans actually took place after the death of his mother, which became extremely off-putting for law enforcement, as Yolanda hadn't simply passed away, and instead, she had been brutally murdered.
God fucking damn it!
You called it.
Unfortunately.
Quamaine had learned something
Who
shortly
kills
before
their
Yolanda's
mom
passing.
for...
And not only were his mother's savings entirely willed to him, but she had also taken out 2 life insurance policies, in which he was the sole beneficiary. And despite Yolanda giving him anything that he could have asked for, it seemed that by this point, Quamaine had simply grown tired of having to ask. And so, on September 2nd, 2012, he would offer his friend Eugene Spencer $3,500 to kill his own mother. Eugene accepted the offer, and that night he would travel to the apartment of Yolanda Holmes late at night, where he entered her room and shot her multiple times as she slept. At the time, her boyfriend had been sleeping next to her.
Miser, welcome to the stream.
Eugene would
How are
eventually
ya?
leave him unconscious before fleeing the scene. Eugene would call Quamain immediately after the attack to tell him that the job was done, but rather than feeling any sort of guilt, Quamain instead had no emotion, and he simply stated, "Make sure the bitch is dead." And so, Eugene went back up to that unit, this time brandishing a knife, and repeatedly stabbed Yolanda until he was absolutely certain she was gone. And with that, Quamain Holmes was a rich man, and it only cost him the life of his own mother.
Right, killing somebody for $3,500 for real?
Police were left with no concrete leads as to who might have killed Yolanda, and the public largely believed that it was her boyfriend, whom Eugene had knocked unconscious. But no one even thought to look at Quamain, and recognizing that he was in the clear, his behavior grew brazen almost immediately.
Quamain Wilson lost his mother to gun violence on November 14th.
My mother, she was a neighborhood woman. A guy entered her home, and murdered her, just to steal.
As he went on TV
What a
to
piece
talk about
of
his mother's
fucking
murder, where he
shit.
peddled the theory to the public that this was some sort of botched robbery. All the while, he showed no emotion. He wouldn't even wait a full week before depositing the money, as he took out $90,000 within just the first few days, and immediately began showing it off to his followers. And in this footage, where he gave away that $20,000, throwing it into the air as if it meant nothing to him.
Oh, what an
every cent of
absolute
that
dog
could
shit
come from
human
the death
being.
of his own mother, a death in which he was entirely responsible for. It would take over a full year for Quamain and Eugene to be caught, with police largely being tipped off by his online antics. And in the end, Eugene was given a 100-year prison sentence,
Fuck him.
while Quamain received 99 years.
Should've.
With his legacy now permanently defined.
What a stupid fucking distinction.
1 year
Can we-
difference.
Alright, so you killed that woman. We're gonna full century. You, however, stole all of her money and
planned
orchestrated
it.
the entire thing, planned it, paid the man to do it. We're gonna go a little easy on you and go
99.
99. Gee, thank you. Thank
Oh
you,
my
Judge.
god, bro.
Maybe they just wanted to give him the hope
Yeah.
that it was gonna be better. We are giving you a shorter sentence though. Don't worry, Quamain. You didn't kill
It's
nobody.
like 99 years and like
99 years
364
for you.
days.
You know what? Now that I think about it like that, that's fucking baller as fuck.
It is.
He
It's
said, fuck him.
It's fucking awesome, bro.
He doesn't even get the full 100. 99,
creation
bitch.
Of one of you two.
Thanks for the 1 year, Judge. Nah, the drill. I think he should sit in a cell and think about not having any money to spend for the rest of his life. Yeah, you see, for me, the death sentence just feels like an
I wanna give
easy
one last
way
thank you to this
out.
video sponsor, MyHeritage. Use my link down below to get
Like, unless it's gravely apparent how much the person that did the crime fears death, then I think it's better to just let them sit and fucking rot, knowing they
Yeah.
can never enjoy the
Well-
life that they killed somebody and ruined their life to try and live. Like, he has to live a life with no money, eating prison food forever until he dies. That's done.
Yeah.
Weepy, anyway.
I agree. I believe he deserves to suffer for this. I feel like death's an easy way to escape that punishment right there.
Word.
It's not something. It's insane. The go through all that and then go on the news and say that she was murdered, and they tried to steal something from her.
Like, how can you look in the camera and just say my mother was a good woman, and
And
fuck
then
you, bro.
Take $90,000
And
and just give it away.
She worked her life for that money. She gave you everything that you wanted,
And he only did that for internet fame.
which wasn't even real. It was
Which
all
wasn't
fake.
real. It
Bro
was
had
all
no
fake.
talent. His clout was coming from the fact he was holding money next to his face.
Yeah.
Fucking Ugh, I don't even know, man. This is straight disgust. Disgust. Watch Darkest TV shows ever made. So, Omar, we're going to watch that, but first, we have a couple different things to check out. We had a suggestion for, was it Painter Analog?
Painter Analog, yeah.
We're going to go ahead and do Painter Analog, depending how long it is, followed by a meme break. Then we can take a look at Darkest Kids TV show ever made. We might skim that a bit. Alex Bale made a new theory video. Did you catch that, Weeby?
He made a what?
Alex Bale made a new theory video. I just said that.
Oh, what's it on?
Oh.
I will watch that. That'll be the nail in the coffin right there.
The Painter. Ooh, they're all like 2 minutes apiece. Cool.
Fuck yeah.
I want to find and kill the people who murdered my wife.
The Amateur is now streaming.
What is this?
Hulu and Hulu on
That's the
Disney
guy who played
Plus.
Freddie Mercury in that movie.
Yeah, we got Rami Malek killing people. Oh, it's that guy.
That guy, he's in the Matrix.
Yeah, Morbius.
Yeah.
Are you done? No.
Hey, John Bernthal. Look at this. We got everybody in here.
Please tell me that's Tom Cruise swimming.
The Amateur. Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus.
The Amateur.
Step into Hojo.
You're pretty professional.
Where the rooms are vibrant and modern.
That's a big bed. Warning, the following footage may be disturbing to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Six months
ago, police found 3 paintings stored away in an abandoned storage area, each titled after fuck.
Recent murders. First victim was Carla Gray, found with 36 stab wounds to her face and all of her teeth removed. On the back of the first painting.
The title Carla's teeth. What the fuck?
What the fuck? Oh.
Okay.
Don't tell me they used the real teeth in the painting. Was Jackie Graham found drowned with 27 stab wounds in the I didn't get to read the last
He's alive?
It's titled Floating Jack. Oh my god.
What is this one? I don't get this
Last
one.
victim was James Miller, found with his face torn off with the wrist still open.
Autopsy showed that James was alive for several days without a face. Jesus.
The third painting was named James' Secret Face. Is it his face? Oh.
Okay. This one's kind of dumb.
2 months later, several more paintings were discovered. However, the titles of these paintings did not seem to be connected to any known cases at the time.
You know, a lot of the analog horrors are fake. The drill.
Here are the other
But
paintings.
they're supposed to just be interesting and kind of cool. I think this one's kind of dumb.
Ooh. After going public with his case and sharing the paintings, the hope of saving anyone that may be depicted, the police received their 3 photos in the mail. The victim.
Well, Omar, you can be alive without a face. It'd be an extremely painful thing.
This is
Self-portrait was found 2 days ago. This is the painting. You see, this was really fucking stupid.
Yeah. Please don't be a jump
Phoenix,
scare.
were you saying not to watch this one because it's dumb? Because you're right.
Okay, no jump scare, right?
Oh, was there one? Is there a jump scare? No.
No.
There was nothing worth it.
That was just creepy paintings. Paintings were creepy.
Moon Spook is the name of the channel this came from. Yeah, I don't know. Like, some of the analog horror stuff I think is really cool.
Yeah.
Other stuff is just, like, very lackluster. I feel like it was made in, like, a MS Paint clip art.
Yeah.
Phoenix, it gets worse the more... Oh, so as you watch more, it gets consecutively more, like, worse.
Oh.
I don't know. I just don't find it particularly drawing me in. There have been a lot better ones, I feel like. Whoa. Let's go ahead and catch... What the fuck? Gay Italian pregnant? Yo, I didn't know there was a bunch of lore behind pregnant gay Luigi.
What?
Kinda cool. Fuck with that. Should we keep this on the back burner? Who's Frankie Faye? I've never heard of her.
It's the big summer sale.
Oh, yeah, she's
Shop
pregnant
and
too.
save
Look
on
at that.
styles made
She's
to match
the
Merry,
summer
Merry
energy.
Christmas.
The ad is a pregnant woman, and we're about to watch a pregnant gay Luigi.
It's a strange time to be named Luigi, especially if you're fat, gay, and dating your brother. Since the dawn of the internet, Luigi, unlike Mario, has consistently been the target of the weirdest fetish art ever made. Whether
Luigi's
he's
Mansion in the background, you hear that?
inflated or passionately making out with his own brother, Luigi fan art is so bizarre that pundits
yeah.
have even accused it
It's
of
fucking hot.
attacking family values. But how did politicians find out?
Yo, look at the
about
twerking Luigi in the back.
Oh, fucking awesome.
Why is DeviantArt obsessed with corrupting Luigi?
Oh my god, I don't like
specifically? And
this.
how is his downfall linked to the housing
I bet
crisis
Nintendo loves
of
when fans do
2008?
this.
This is the unbelievable sequence of events that got Luigi pregnant.
Oh my
This
god.
is bad art history.
I did not need any of this.
No.
Yeah, this is what I call an
Like
intro
most
right here.
things gay and weird, our story begins in the 90s with a company called Dick City Animation.
What? Dick.
Dick.
Before we bust that one open,
What the
in case
fuck?
you've never seen this, pregnant, inflated, gay Luigi is a subgenre of fetish art that's been floating around the internet for at least 15 years. And while it's easy to look at something like this and
The
assume
pinnacle
that
of
it's
human
nothing
engineering.
more than DeviantArt weirdness, as soon as you try to figure out where any of it came from, nothing makes sense. Why was almost all of it a one-time thing for the artists who made it? Irony alone does not explain this.
Everyone just had that
I figured
weird
out how.
urge
In the
to make a
mid-2000s,
pregnant
3
Luigi
events
one
would unfold
time.
in rapid succession and ruin Luigi's
Had to
life.
join the trend.
First, in 2005, some jabroni goes to the zoo and uploads a video of it to a new
Going
website
way back,
called
goddamn.
Oh yeah.
Then, in 2006, a British kids channel begins airing reruns of a Mario cartoon so famously ass that it broke thousands of young minds.
Think it
In
was that bad? Fuck
2007,
you, lady.
VHS tapes of this show would make their way into the hands of the infamous YouTube poop community. But
Oh
we're
my
missing
god,
something.
you
There's
Oh my god, my
character in
people.
existence who could have reasonably gotten Luigi pregnant. A character conspicuously absent from an obscure educational game from 1993.
Mario is missing.
Strap in for the most batshit crazy art history
that's on my
lesson
Wii?
of your life.
Yeah.
You tired or something?
No. I'm watching, trying to figure out what the hell's going
In
on.
1985, Super Mario Bros. Came out for the NES and changed the entertainment landscape forever. And I'm sure this is familiar to you. But to kids in the 80s, this was the equivalent of landing on the moon. So meteoric was Super Mario's success that a few short years
We
and
go from
sequels
body cam
later,
footage
it
to
had
this.
entirely
Hey man, this is important stuff.
and animated of hilarious.
You watch what Gerf said? Suggestion: The Unsolved Mystery of Appalachia, Oompaville. Ooh, we're definitely gonna watch that. Is that the new Theory video?
Entertainment, which, in case you ever wondered, is why they all have that.
Is that a Rambo TV show?
Children's
Yeah.
Entertainment. Which, in case you ever wondered, is why they all have that look. But the Super Mario marketing department wasn't merely content traumatizing thousands of Gen X kids with
Yo.
two overweight Italians in front
Hell
of a green
yeah.
screen. So they quickly got to work with more experimental types of spin-offs. And one of the earliest staples of hardcore PC gaming was
Thank you, the drill.
released for the MS-DOS in January 1993. Mario is Missing was a truly subversive pointed
Thank you, big dog. I appreciate
in
you.
which you play as Luigi, who must rescue Mario from Bowser's clutches and foil Bowser's plan to buy enough hair dryers to melt all the ice of Antarctica. But the plot of the game is irrelevant because its true legacy came in the form of one drawing. This unintentionally blood-curdling image of Luigi kind of just
Luigi.
there and
Luigi.
making a terrifying face. And this was the beginning of the end for Luigi fan art for reasons you'll understand very shortly. The next summer, following the smash hit of Mario is Missing, a game would come out for the now infamous CDI console extension. A game so absolutely ass, with cutscenes so poorly acted and animated that the development team was firing staff halfway through production for making assets that were simply too ugly. The resulting monstrosity, Hotel Mario, became a cult classic for how visually offensive it was that it would come back into the fold 14 years later in the form of YouTube poops.
Yes.
You know what a YouTube poop is? You were way too young to be watching this. Get off
You
my
missed
channel.
out.
But
You
before
missed
we
out.
get there,
Fucking
You just
legend.
missed your mark.
Frankie, this is all very educational. But at what point does Luigi get pregnant?
No, on God, I'm waiting for the plot development.
Janky Luigi images generated by these games was a spin-off TV series called Super Mario World, produced by a now shuttered studio called The Incredible World of Dick.
Pause. And continue.
This show, much like Hotel Mario and Mario is Missing, was pretty charmingly bad. And it was quite the blink or you'll miss it phenomenon, because it only ran for 3 months.
Is she from New York? She sounds like she's from New York.
Cementing it in shitpost history was its final episode.
History? Why did she say that like that?
Contribution. Cementing it in shitpost history was
History.
Story. Is that how New York people say it? Hey, I'm walking through history.
but its greatest contribution, cementing it in shitpost history, was its final episode.
I'm so upset by that.
Mama Luigi.
Mama Luigi. This is classic shit right here, boys.
Like this.
That'll teach you to mess with my new little buddy Yoshi. Cool it, caterpillar breath. I'm not your mama.
Mama Luigi.
YouTube poops.
Kill me now.
Backbone of visual media. The stuff that so profoundly cooked my
What
brain
was that?
I
The shit that makes Weepy laugh, ladies and gentlemen.
But what are they and why do they matter? By definition, a YouTube poop is not just a video that sucks.
Dude, I love how she says poop.
Mashup made of
Poop.
pre-existing media that gained
Poop.
enormous traction in 2006. The availability of home computers, the monstrous popularity of Windows XP, and the prevalence of an editing software you may have heard of called Windows Movie Maker meant that
Oh my
just about
God.
anyone could slam together clips from games and shows, raise the volume to something known as ear rape, slap 300 rainbow filters onto it, and call it a day. These
I really wish I would have been one of those YouTube poop kids growing up.
Yeah.
That would have been so great.
random humor and took off almost immediately. And some
I'm a fire in my laser.
for this genre were Hotel Mario, Mario is Missing, and of course, Super Mario World.
And if you do drugs, you go to hell
Before you die.
Between 2006
Oh my God. I used to love watching that video. And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die.
Luigi.
Here, take Ouija.
This guy had a Pokemon.
And a Ouija.
And notably, Mama Luigi.
That's Mama Luigi to you, Mario.
But the metaphorical water most likely broke in 2008.
RuneScape is goated as fuck,
Man
on God.
uploaded the legendary
Just get back from the RuneScape story, hell yeah.
gets pregnant and dies. And the timing
What?
is no coincidence. Mama Luigi gets pregnant and dies. And the timing is no coincidence. Smack in the middle of the YouTube poop golden age, in 2009, this Luigi pregnancy fan art was gifted to the world. Created by DeviantArt Mpreg furry fetish artist Big Wolf, which is a sentence I defy you to tell me has existed before this. This palette swap
Sorry, what was his tagline again? Let me hear that.
created by DeviantArt Mpreg furry fetish artist Big
Impreg.
Wolf, which is a sentence I defy you.
So,
to
let's
say
see.
Pregnancy fan art was gifted to the world.
So let's run this down.
By DeviantArt Mpreg
So DeviantArt, Impreg,
furry fetish artist.
furry fetish artist. Okay, so let's see. We got DeviantArt, impregnation fetish, furry fetish. That's a recipe for Luigi getting pregnant.
Yeah, gay Luigi.
Which is a sentence I defy defy you to tell me has existed before this.
You invented it, hon.
Luigi was a culture
Big Wolf.
Numerous
Big
fetish
Wolf.
artists likely inspired
Big
by some of
Wolf's the
darker
reason why this
themes
world
of
sucks.
Mario, Pooh,
That's it. That's it. This was the turning point. It was 9/11
Luigi bearing a
and
child,
Big Wolf.
Yeah.
dangerous amounts of weight, and so
Ruined everything.
YouTube Poops touched on a variety of grave subject matter, including assault, pregnancy, unwanted fatherhood.
Why did they double down on the Mama Luigi? They literally doubled down. Like they're no taking it back.
Founding factors that we haven't even talked about yet: the recession and gay rights. Let's start with
Fuck yeah! That's what I've been waiting for, baby! June!
There was a massive development in the fan art space. In 1998, when I was 0 and therefore could not intervene, two bloggers going by the pseudonyms Talia Johnson and Texas Ranger coined the term MPreg, or at least its earliest known use online. While male pregnancy is by no means a recent literary invention, the rise of fanfic sites like fanfiction.net and AO3, among others, allowed
Shit, I forgot all about Archive Your
to
Own.
publish literally anything they could think of. And while this is a separate
Oh my god, not the Yoshi and Toad.
The more I look at it, the better it is. Look at his lips.
Look at the slobber on the lips.
And then you had the wolf in the background. Bro, literally, you know that song that goes like, so what if you could see? It's, that's the song playing over this.
they could think of. And while this is a separate, larger phenomenon of its own,
Spit on his cheeks. Oh.
tide of anime and manga in the English-speaking
Ooh, anime and manga.
coincided perfectly with fangirl anime.
Fuck yeah.
By the mid-2000s, otaku culture was in full swing.
Yep.
And video game fans of all kinds wrote fanfics about their
I love those animations. Oh my gosh.
getting pregnant, being forced to shower together at Sonic Fighting Academy.
Forced? I don't know about that.
Dudes, in fact, are such a staple of fangirl culture that there's
That's Sanji?
dudes, in fact, are such a staple.
What the fuck is Sanji doing there?
An entire genre of alternate universe fiction called the Omegaverse. The crux of it is like there's guys and gals who desperately need to get pregnant, and then there's like these other guys and they get those guys pregnant.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's a hierarchy.
Crazy, but
Dear
they literally
God, this
did
world.
this in Fairly Odd Parents. They had an hour-long special where
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot Cosmo.
Yo, I forgot that was just in our culture.
Yeah.
it's worth noting that these gay pairings
Is that the
of
creator
characters
of the
that were
show?
usually not actually gay were largely done for the novelty and the taboo factor. Not necessarily because everyone back in 2004 was especially impassioned about gay marriage.
But they
and
were
because
all
many
gay.
of these fics were expressly written.
I'm getting
smut,
tears
there
of
was
joy.
also a
My
great
childhood.
deal of incest. In fact, I remember when Orin High School Host Club was poppin' when I was like 11.
Yo!
In fact,
Tell me we weren't just fucking talking about this.
We were just talking about that.
It's Oren High School Host Club.
In fact, I remember when Orin High School Host Club
Maybe
was
you're my love.
11, I remember seeing those prehistoric memes, the twincest memes with the two twins.
Oh my god, the twincest yaoi actually goes so deep because I had a ex-girlfriend in middle school, and she was literally like obsessed with like yaoi and twincest and all that weird shit. And you know what? I will forever look back at that relationship as one of the worst decisions of my life. Let's keep watching.
I'm glad.
Does anybody remember what that is? Shipping siblings together because it was les smexy yaoi was relatively popular.
Smexy.
What's in the middle of her eyes?
What is in the middle of her eyes?
What is that? I'm just noticing that. What is that? It's like the number 9 is in between in her irises.
Does she have contacts in?
That's what I'm...
And those Super Mario
Oh, wait, you know what? You know what? I'm fucking stupid. I think it's a ring light.
It might be a ring light.
I think I'm getting fucked with or something. What did I just skip to? Look, it's Mario.
And there's gay pregnant Luigi.
So long, gay Bowser.
And there's Princess Peach.
Les Smexy yaoi was relatively popular, and though Super Mario as a franchise never had the type of fangirl following that, say, Legend of Zelda did, there were nevertheless trailblazing DeviantArt users that would stop at nothing to make sure Mario got Luigi pregnant.
Damn straight.
Mario Bros. Yowie Fan 12 was actually such a major influence on Super
Oh
Mario
no.
Incest that her
Lest we forget
2011, mind you,
our
still
hero.
comes up in relevant Google searches today. But
Damn
after
straight he
2011,
does.
There was a noticeable decline in the volume of pregnant Luigi art, which I
No.
believe coincides with the death of YouTube poop culture. As YouTube developed its corporate identity and sought to make itself more palatable to advertisers, its early rough around the edges era faded into irrelevance. And the fact was, in the early 2010s, calling things gay did not really hit the same. The topic of gay rights and gay equality was about to explode into the mainstream political discourse. And gay fan art that was once considered a gag had taken on a degree of post-ironic sincerity. Which is to say, even though there was no political appetite for incest, drawing Mario and Luigi locking lips was now seen as more completely universally funny than it possibly was offensive. But not by everyone. This joke fan art of Mario and Luigi making out, which funny enough actually did come from
Are we getting into Nintendo finally?
randomly resurfaced in 2015 in the form of a hoax tweet by an account pretending to be Nintendo of America.
Holy
The
shit.
account,
Oh my god.
which misspelled the word Nintendo, tweeted the gay Mario incest image with the caption, "Happy hashtag Pride Month. Our staff is filled with people of all sexualities, so we love supporting that." And even though anyone with eyes could see that
It went viral and they thought it was Nintendo.
commentator Sebastian Gorka felt the degree of wokeness on display was so off the charts, he fired back, tweeting at the actual Nintendo of America.
Oh no.
So Nintendo America is promoting incest now? Also, I want to be clear.
Oh
Gorka is
no.
a human being, people fall for things
Oh
all
no.
the time. Just
When the
recently,
meme
I saw
breaks
a
into the
tweet
real
about a
world.
totally bogus lost media game from like South Sudan called The Adventures of Sexdick, and I uncritically just believed it was true. I just thought this was a particular.
Is it bad? I immediately believed it.
Yeah.
Like I was right on board with Sex Dick there. I was ready to pre-order that shit.
Funny
That was bad.
interpretation of that tweet. And now that we covered shitty education
Why the
games,
fuck
and
did
janky
his face?
cartoons, YouTube
Okay, Yoshi, I'm
and
just saying stop.
Super Incest Brothers,
Bump.
the craziest part for last. I have a theory about the 2008 recession and Luigi inflation and thickness that is so genuinely insane that I only teased it in the intro because I did not actually want to lead with it. But I think there's potentially a little something there, so please hear me out. As you may remember, the recession began in the tail end of 2007 and was over by the summer of 2009. Recession pop, as it's retroactively
Jim
been called,
Carrey's face?
was characterized by optimism, loudness, and excess. And following in this theme of general excess, common wisdom tells us
Being
that
born during the recession was like so fucking great.
a more voluptuous female figure because it suggests biological fitness. But in order not to go off speculation alone, I found contemporaneous articles from 2008 and 2010 suggesting that attitudes in the US during the recession and after were shifting in the direction of thickness. Studies from 2013 and 2020 also positively state that in times of hardship, men tend to prefer a curvier body. This also lines up, potentially as a coincidence, with a more bottom-heavy, ample beauty standard throughout the 2010s. Now, I'm not saying this is causative, or that it is the sole reason for the spate of Luigi weight gain and inflation art in the 2010s. However, I could not help but notice the intersection of loud, excessive, bombastic, early 2010s humor of the rise of the thick movement and Luigi art that looks like this. And as for this artwork, by the way, though this image was fleetingly a meme in 2019,
Holy shit.
it's actually legitimate fetish art made by artist Lou the Pyro. The fetish in question, but inflation. This is just my game theory. There is, as you can imagine, zero research into this topic. I just really needed to tell you that I made this observation during the research. And this leaves us with merely one loose end. Why Luigi? This question does not have a single answer, but the simplest explanation is that Luigi is portrayed as the younger, taller, slimmer, timid counterpart to his older brother. Put simply, he's kind of adorable. And if DeviantArt specializes in nothing else, it's taking a character you find wholesome and corrupting him in a way that sends you to therapy for the rest of your life. In fact, one of the more well-known examples of sexy Luigi corruption art that you have most likely seen is this image of a muscle-bound Luigi made by an unknown artist in 2015. Though something about this feels distinctly like joke fetish art. Fetish art is fetish art. This illustration, known by its moniker, That's How It Is on This Bitch of an Earth, fully subverts Luigi's character by depicting him as stoic and powerful. Though the original drawing did not actually include any text, the version that was widely circulated in 2015 in the form of this picture of a blanket gained such notoriety that even Shadman, an artist with a reputation for being horrendously edgy and offensive, made raving rabbids.
More capacity?
Motherfucker.
Cupcakes. The KitchenAid bowl lift stand mixer.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a trip down, side effects.
When an ad strikes and interrupts my fucking video.
Migraine again.
Oh, ad again.
Ubrelvy works differently.
Skip. Better pop a skip button.
Amazingly, it is not actually just an edgy meme. It originates from the 1953 play Waiting for Godot, as authored by Samuel Beckett.
That's how it is on this bitch of an earth. Luigi 2012.
But it seems that his intense affair with inflation and the miracle of life is over, at least for now. Jutsu poops are still being made, but they are nowhere near the cultural force that they used to be. And this doesn't really
unfortunately, we're all in a fucking meme recession right now.
I was incapacitated for a week with back pain. Luigi and back pain. I genuinely could not come up with more insane timing for a joke if I tried. Because that's how it is on this bitch of an earth. This has been Bad Art History.
I really wish you would have just had it end on that's just how it is on this bitch of an earth. What do we got next?
You want to do the meme thing now?
Does that count as our meme break, Weepy? Or
I mean,
did you have something else in mind?
I mean, we can watch some more memes if you want, but if you want to move on to something else, you can. Like the Alex Bale.
Yeah, we got the Alex Bale waiting.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, what was Gurf's last comment? Oh, is she from New York? Okay. Gurf, are you still here, baby? Because I think you were the one that brought up the fuck. I'm not trying to clip this.
This video was made.
All right, thank you. Come again. Guys, what do we got next? Ooh, actually, while it's still on my brain, I want to show you the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer. It looks so fucking good. If you've played Mortal Kombat 9, then this is gonna speak to your heart and soul.
Thanks. You're Johnny Cage. I loved Citizen Cage when I was a kid.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
They should do a reboot.
Nobody wants that. Shit went out in the 90s.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen to fight.
Tell me you're not some crazy fans. How are you doing that?
Are you coming or what?
I cannot wait to see this shit, dog.
Where the hell am I?
It's called
Katana.
Combat. It's a fighting tournament. To the death.
Shao Kahn.
Fuck that.
This is a war for the fate of your world.
You dickhead dinner what? I'm not some champion. I don't have transformer arms. Or shoot lightning bolts. This shit's got nothing to do with me. I'm an actor.
I find you annoying.
Not the face.
Rocka's mouth looked weird as fuck there. You right about that, Raz.
Yeah.
It looks kind of strange. It looks good as fuck, Gurf. Like, what?
I'm the hero you were meant to be. Alright, you big ugly fuck. It's showtime.
But here it comes. Get ready, bitches.
Get over here!
Oh my.
Only the strong survive.
Freeze him!
Are you shitting me? You don't have any powers?
Just incredibly handsome.
Yo.
That's fucking
Everything
awesome,
about
bro.
that is so tight. From Doom Guy to Billy. I didn't even know he was Doom Guy. Billy Butcher and Johnny Cage. Fucking A. I love Carl Urban.
That's fucking awesome.
Watch the Johnny Cage trailer. I didn't realize it was two separate trailers. We might check that one out later. I just wanted to show that one to Weepy real quick. Why the hell is Chris Chan popping up? There's something new with that?
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay. You want to watch the hour-and-a-half long explanation of the Sonichu universe?
Nope.
No? Okay. I thought you would want to.
No. I'm good.
Handler here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sonichu.
What the
He may look a little different than he does in my comics, but he...
I think I've seen enough. I don't
Yeah,
know what the fuck that was.
I don't think I ever want to see this dude again.
Chris Chan?
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Let's do the
Alright,
Alex Bale
what are
video.
we watching next?
You want to do the Alex Bale video now?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I know.
I didn't mean to put SpongeBob. The video you suggested, Gerp, that was the Alex Bale video, right?
Or
Was it somebody else? Because there's nothing new here, I don't think.
High School Musical Theory. That's the newest one.
High School Musical? Think so?
I mean, I've seen all of them but that one.
Okay, I haven't seen this one either. I think this one is always going to hold a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
Like, that one goes so hard.
The stakes have been raised.
We might check out a couple old Vine videos. I don't know. Vine doesn't really hit for me anymore. Like it did back in the day.
Yeah, you gotta watch some more than that.
And cheesesteaks, I'm banging right
Or
now.
sing in a musical. They are by no means disturbing films.
You're the team leader, not a singer.
Do you ever think maybe I could be both? Our team is coming apart because of your singing thing. I don't think so.
I've always thought there was something disturbing about High School Musical.
Bro thinks everything is disturbing.
Because these movies were made to be anything but disturbing. They are the quintessential cheesy Disney Channel originals where everyone is always smiling and singing, and the biggest conflict is whether Troy will play basketball or sing in a musical. They are by no means disturbing films. But if you really think about it, you'll notice these movies all have a very strange contradiction. These are musicals where the characters are singing and dancing about the fact that they don't want to sing and dance.
Hip-hop is my passion. I love to pop and lock and jam and break.
There are scenes where Chad tells Troy he shouldn't sing, immediately followed by Chad suddenly breaking into a giant choreographed song and dance.
So dude, you know that school musical thing? Is it true you get extra credit just for auditioning?
Who cares? You ever think LeBron James and Shaquille O'Neal auditioned for their school musical?
I gotta get my head in the game. There's even a song called I Don't Dance that Chad sings while he's dancing. It's a really weird contradiction that's always kind of creeped me out for some reason. It almost gives you the impression that these characters aren't in control or are aware of what their bodies are doing. But obviously, we're not really supposed to question the logic of these songs, because that's just kind of how musicals work. These are just fantasy, non-diegetic songs that only we, the audience, can see. There's nothing strange about them. So I tried my best to just ignore the creepy feeling I got from these movies, but the more I rewatched them, the more I couldn't deny that there was something very wrong with the students at East High. I believe that behind the smiles and the singing is a very dark secret about this school. A secret that the filmmakers intentionally hid within these movies 17 years ago that today I intend to solve. This is the High School Musical theory.
You love watching Alex Bale's videos on the internet, but oh no, you've been hacked by a computer virus.
If only there was a safer way to use the internet.
Introducing Private Internet Access. Did you know that when you use the internet, your device sends out tons of private information that hackers, shady government agencies, and even advertisers can steal?
Oh no, I hate advertising.
Light Hero.
Private Internet Access VPN helps protect your data by encrypting your internet connection through their
What do you mean, Light Hero?
server infrastructure with servers in 91
First dressed like a pack of red Marlboros.
United
Oh
States.
god.
Okay, I don't think I need to get a VPN to use the internet.
Your IP address is
Whoa.
104.142. You live in Greensburg,
Hey,
Pennsylvania.
stop.
Your credit card
Stop
number is
that.
your password is
Okay,
123.
I'll get a VPN, just stop. What the fuck, just stop.
Private Internet Access is the world's most transparent VPN provider with over 30 million downloads and strict no logs policy. They never record or store user data.
And I can use private internet access on an unlimited amount of devices all at the same time with just one subscription? Who are you people?
And that's not all. You can even use Private Internet Access VPN to access geo-restricted content on streaming services. I love when Sheldon says, Bazinga! Signing up to Private Internet Access is risk-free. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee, and they even have 24/7 customer support.
Wow, this all sounds really great. Thank you so much. This is amazing.
The world ended in 2012, and we've all been experiencing a mass hallucination ever since.
What?
Oh my god.
Pause.
That got dark.
By going to piavpn.com/Alex Bale, you can get an 83% discount on private internet access. That's right, it only costs $2.03 a month.
What was that you said about the world ending in 2012?
And that's not all. You'll even get 4 extra months completely free. But this incredible offer won't last, so use the link in the description or scan the QR code now. Offer only valid for new customers with qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchases. See privateinternetaccess.com/Alex Bale for details. Here's an incomprehensible whore lying dormant 30 kilometers beneath the Mariana Trench.
Private internet access is the best VPN.
So, what exactly is happening when the characters in these movies sing? I'm not talking about when they're performing on stage in front of a crowd. I'm talking about when the characters are in the school hallways or the cafeteria, and suddenly, without any warning or explanation, the entire school breaks out into a highly choreographed musical number and then just moves on from it like nothing ever happened.
Seriously, guys, this summer I gotta make bank.
Like, what's really going on here? Are the characters aware of the fact that they just sang an entire song? Was this an impromptu flash mob that they planned? No, obviously not. We're supposed to assume that these are just fantasy sequences that only we, the audience, can see. Or that's what I originally thought. But then I took a closer look at these musical numbers and I started to notice a very strange pattern. In the first High School Musical, Gabriella is the new girl at school, and the first time she experiences one of these spontaneous musical numbers is in the Stick to the Status Quo song in the cafeteria. Now, Gabriella doesn't enter until about halfway through the song, but she has a very interesting reaction to it.
He sees everyone dancing and singing. Whoa.
Unlike everyone else, Gabriella doesn't join in. Instead, she seems very confused and disoriented by what's going on. She's honestly reacting like how you or I would if we suddenly saw our entire school singing and dancing without any explanation. Okay, but maybe she's just nervous about people staring at her or something. This doesn't necessarily mean she's actually aware of this fantasy song. But this isn't the only time where something like this happens. In High School Musical 2, when Troy starts dancing in Work This Out, look at everyone's initial reaction. For a moment, they're all like, whoa, why the hell are you dancing, Troy? At first, they are confused by the nature of these spontaneous songs before they all magically join in too. And if you still don't think that this is weird, then let me show you one final example that can't be explained away so easily. An example that legitimately creeps me out every time I see it. High School Musical 3 once again has another big cafeteria musical number with Sharpay and Ryan.
Imagine having everything we ever dreamed. Don't you want it? Maybe. Can't you see it?
Kinda.
And there's initially nothing strange about it.
I really missed the two of them acting together.
Suddenly join in on the song.
They were like my favorite early 2000s Disney pair.
At Ryan's reaction. It's very easy to miss with Sharpay in front of him, but Ryan is clearly extremely confused by the other students suddenly dancing around him. Unlike the other examples, there is no other possible explanation here. In this moment, Ryan is 100% aware of the fact that he is experiencing an unexplainable, spontaneous musical scene, and he looks deeply disturbed by this. This is a very intentional choice by the filmmakers. They are directly telling us that we should be questioning the logic of these musical scenes, which has some pretty disturbing implications about this world. Now, eventually Ryan does get pulled into the song like everyone else, but look at what happens after the song ends and we come back to reality.
So, Light Hero, you're overthinking it a little bit?
It's ours, Ryan.
They're not talking about the awkwardness of the actors. The actor was supposed to be acting confused. He was. The actor's not doing anything they're not supposed to be doing.
Look at Ryan's face.
This person is reading into their way of acting. Like, right now he's acting confused. That's not him being a bad actor. He's reading into him acting as a confused character.
Consistently being shown that these big spontaneous musical numbers are actually happening, but it isn't something that the characters are choosing to do. It's like something is taking over their bodies and forcing them to sing and dance, but they only get these rare little moments of awareness and utter terror about what's going on before they're forced to forget about it and move on like nothing ever happened. That's why these movies feel so disturbing to me, and this only gets stranger when we take a look at what happens when characters leave East High.
This is Buick, now. Buick. Exceptional by design.
Get 0.9.
Sharpay has always been in the spotlight. But to follow her dream, she'll take on her toughest role yet.
Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure is a spin-off after High School Musical 3 that follows Sharpay moving to New York to pursue her dreams of becoming a Broadway star. But what's strange about this movie is that it's not a musical. I mean, Sharpay does perform some diegetic songs on stage for an audience, but unlike all the other movies in this franchise, this movie has no spontaneous fantasy songs, which is really weird because Sharpay is like the most iconic musical character in this franchise. It almost feels like whatever causes people to spontaneously sing in this universe only exists in East High, or at least in the surrounding area. SNL did this parody sketch with Zac Efron that that feels more accurate every time I watch these movies.
High School Musical 4, new senior class!
I'm here to talk about what happens after you leave East High. Here's the deal. No one sings at college. What? People just stared at me. And from what I can tell, this is America's only singing high school.
Remember how in the first High School Musical, Gabriella seemed kind of aware and confused by the spontaneous songs at first? It wasn't just a quick moment for her. She never joined in on Stick to the Status Quo. You probably never realized this, but Gabriella never actually gets a non-diegetic song until 2/3 of the way through the first movie, despite her being one of the two main characters of this musical. What if this is because she's the new girl at school and whatever's making people sing hasn't fully affected her yet? Now, there are some exceptions where characters still spontaneously sing outside of the school, like in High School Musical 2 when they're in a country club for the summer, but that's still nearby the school in Albuquerque, and they haven't really been there for very long. The main exception to this is at the end of High School Musical 3 when Gabriella briefly goes to Stanford as a part of early enrollment, and she still has a non-diegetic song.
Take my hand, take the lead.
And they make a really big point about how far away Stanford is from East High.
Promise tonight in Albuquerque. It's 1,000 miles away.
So it seems like this would disprove the idea that the songs can only happen near the school, but then I took a closer look at this scene. So Gabriella went to Stanford as a part of an early enrollment and had to miss out on prom at East High, but then Troy decides to also skip prom and instead dance with Gabriella at Stanford. And this is when we get their non-diegetic song. But during the song, they're both briefly transported to East High's prom with all of their friends.
What the fuck?
Now, obviously, this is just supposed to be a fantasy cutaway. They aren't actually back at the school. Stuff like this happens all the time in the musical numbers from these movies. These are all just imaginary fantasy sets. It's kind of like Troy and Gabriella are imagining they're back at East High and are incorporating things from their real-life surroundings into the fantasy. But if that's true, then why can we already see the exact same stone pillar set 30 minutes ago at East High? This was not part of some fantasy scene. They clearly actually built this set at East High. And this was before Gabriella even decided to go to Stanford early. But then why can we see the fantasy pillars backstage? Because in the Stanford song, the East High prom part isn't the fantasy. Stanford is. Gabriella never actually left East High. We are shown time and time again that these spontaneous musical numbers can cause vivid fantasy hallucinations of other places. So I think that whatever's causing Gabriella to break out into song also caused her to hallucinate going to Stanford, when in reality, she never actually left.
You might be ready to say goodbye to East High, but East High's not ready to say goodbye to you.
This honestly makes more sense than Troy being able to drive all the way to Stanford and back in time for the school musical with his piece of shit car that's constantly breaking down in this movie.
I'm pushing! Push harder! Free fall! And if my truck falls apart because I'm spending all my free time on stage, it's all your fault.
Something at East High is manipulating all of these students, causing them to sing and dance and even hallucinate to the point where they can't even
Like, you're just
brings me
he's having fun, bro.
Probably been waiting for me to answer.
It's a theory. It's not him saying all this is true and for real.
Why does this school seem to have this strange power over all of the students? And to be honest, for the first time ever in one of these videos, I don't actually have an answer for you. I have 5. Yes, I have come up with 5 different possible explanations for the strange phenomenon going on at East High. For the first time ever, we are doing an official Alex Bale theory iceberg, and you get to decide which one you like the best. And I'm going to be sharing each of them with you in order from sort of tame and realistic to completely batshit insane, crazy, and stupid. Some of these are going to be a little more in-depth than the others, and some of these are just going to be kind of fucking crazy, so, you know, just mentally prepare yourself for that. Without further ado, starting with the very tip of the iceberg, here is the most boring, tame, believable theory I can come up with. is all just lazy writing and coincidences, and I'm overthinking little things that actually mean nothing.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
This one's probably the correct answer. I mean, this is probably the correct answer to all of my theories, but you know, that's no fun. And
But where's the fun in that? Thank you.
Theory for the, you know, the boring, realistic answer. So, you know, let's just move on from this one. I'm not actually counting this as one of the 5.
You hate Alex
I've had this
Bale,
theory
Jorge?
planned for a while, but fucking Danny Gonzalez kind of jokingly beat me to it first. So, I don't know. Go check out his video. It's very funny.
Dunkin' Refreshers. Strawberry dragon fruit. Tropical guava. And mango pineapple.
In 1518, Strasbourg, France, a woman named Frau Trophia walked into the
Damn, this
streets
shit's
and
long as
reportedly
fuck.
started silently dancing without any explanation. Soon, other people began to join her, and over the next couple of weeks, hundreds of people all began uncontrollably, silently dancing with no explanation or way to stop. Many collapsed from exhaustion, and some even reportedly died from heat stroke. This became known as the Dancing Plague of 1518, and it is believed to be one of the most infamous cases of mass hysteria in history. The leading theory behind why this happened is because of extreme stress from famine and diseases at the time, but mass hysteria is something that still happens in many different forms to this day, even to students in high school.
Could mass hysteria be responsible for dozens of high schoolers' unexplained hiccups?
Health officials say 12 girls from Leroy Junior Senior High School have exhibited similar symptoms.
A doctor treating them says they suffered from conversion disorder, a very real condition resulting from trauma or stress. In the Leroy case, most of the sufferers attend the high school and junior high school there.
So maybe it's as simple as the stress of being in high school and the pressures of conforming to the status quo was enough to cause a mass hysteria at East High that resulted in students spontaneously breaking out into song and dance. I think this is a very plausible explanation for what's happening in these movies, and it really ties in well with the core conflict these characters are facing. And if mass hysteria is this low on my iceberg, then you know these next theories are about to get really weird. Okay, hear me out. I think Zeke is up to something. Zeke is one of the basketball side characters, and his whole thing is that he secretly loves to bake, but no one at school accepts that about him, at least until the end of the first movie.
I bake. What? I love to bake. Strudel, scones, even apple pandowdy.
There's not a ton to his character. He's just kind of the funny food guy. He's always giving people stuff he baked.
I baked these fresh today. A pie. I baked you some cookies. Hey, ladies, you guys want a cupcake?
But the one strange thing that I noticed about Zeke is his relationship with Sharpay. So Zeke has a crush on Sharpay, and he tries to ask her out.
Hey, Sharpay. Well, I just thought maybe you could watch me play ball sometime or something.
And she fucking hates him.
I'd rather stick pins in my eyes.
Evaporate, tall person.
But then he bakes her some cookies, and she suddenly has a very different reaction.
These cookies are genius. The best things I've ever tasted.
What's he putting in those cookies? Okay, well, whatever. That's kind of weird, but, you know, it's just a typical Disney Channel gag. But then, by the next movie, Sharpay completely forgets about Zeke and moves on to being obsessed with Troy.
Troy, Sharpay. Sharpay, Troy.
But then Zeke gets a job as a chef, and he's really excited to be working near Sharpay.
Chef Michael's gonna teach me the art of Austrian flake pastry. And Sharpay's gonna be where I work every day.
I think we can assume he's probably giving her food again. And then, at the end of High School Musical 2, she's kind of all over him again.
Had to have, X-Series
There's
had to.
potentially a pattern here. Then, in High School Musical 3, there's a deleted scene where Zeke is gonna ask her to prom, and once again, he's planning on bringing her more cookies, but then Jason takes them away, and all of a sudden, he seems kind of nervous.
Yeah, she's gonna listen to me. And listen good. You got this. Now give me the cookies. You don't need these. Go on, get in there. No, you're empowered. You got these. No.
Zeke seems to really believe that the cookies are necessary to get Sharpay to go to prom with him. And it turns out he doesn't need them, but the very first thing Sharpay says is...
Hey, Sharpay.
Zeke, cookies?
Huh, interesting. Also, later, he finds out Jason ate the cookies meant for Sharpay, and he is very concerned.
Where's my cookies? You ate all the cookies? Those were meant for Sharpay, not you.
Those were apparently only for Sharpay, and now he's concerned about Jason, who later, during graduation, jumps on him in a very similar way to Sharpay.
Get the fuck off me.
Those were meant for Sharpay, not you.
So, what exactly is Zeke putting in these cookies? And look, I'd be willing to just call this a weird running gag with some maybe uncomfortable implications, but it's not just Sharpay that Zeke manipulates with his cooking. In the first movie, all the basketball boys sort of trick Troy and Gabriella into breaking up, and later they feel bad about it and decide to confess what they did to Troy.
Gabriella won't even talk to me, and I don't know why.
We do.
But look at what Zeke does first.
I baked these fresh today. You probably want to try one before we tell you the rest.
He gives Troy cookies so that he won't be mad, and it works. Troy is never shown to be even a little upset that they caused his breakup. Zeke's cooking clearly has an effect on people, and he is constantly feeding everyone in these movies.
I'm good for a poolside.
This is a good ass theory.
Zeke even made desserts. They're cooling. I'll let you know when they're ready. Now out of my kitchen, miss. Hey, ladies, you guys want a cupcake?
I bet you those cookies that are always left out in Troy's house were made by Zeke. There's even this weird offhand mention from Troy in the first movie about having trouble remembering the previous night.
Do you remember the night before? No, not at all. All I remember is like pink jelly.
And he says the only thing he can remember is pink jelly.
All I remember is like pink jelly.
Which, I don't know, kind of sounds like something Zeke could have made him.
I love to bake. Strudel, scones, even apple pandan.
What if Zeke is putting something in the food that's causing all the strange behavior we see at East High? But wait, why would Zeke want the entire school to be constantly breaking out into song and dance? Well, what do these songs ultimately accomplish? The songs are ways for characters to express their inner truth. It causes
my
Troy
last
to
one,
realize
man.
he
I might
wants
not
to
even
be in
make
the
it all the way
musical.
through.
It causes everyone to break out of the status quo and ultimately accept their fellow students for who they are.
But inside I am stirring, something strange is occurring. It's a secret I need to share.
Which allows Zeke to finally be able to be accepted as someone who wants to bake.
Wear a jock. Cook up me and creme brulee.
Yes, I think the entire reason for all the craziness going on at East High is because Zeke is drugging people with his cooking to make them more accepting of him as a baker.
Someday I'll make the perfect creme brulee.
I know that this is a really insane idea that has some admittedly uncomfortable implications, but you know, you gotta admit there is a surprising amount of evidence for it. I couldn't not bring it up. Well, at least we know these theories can't possibly get any weirder than this.
Oh no.
Okay, wait. Just hear me out. Breaking Bad is a dark, gritty crime drama about a chemistry teacher teaming up with one of his former students to build a ruthless drug empire. High School Musical is a movie for babies about Troy trying to decide whether he wants to play basketball or sing in a musical. These are very different. You could not find two pieces of media more polar opposite than High School Musical and Breaking Bad, apart from maybe Blue's Clues and Law & Order. But what if I told you that they actually exist in the same universe? They both take place in Albuquerque, New Mexico. They both came out in the mid to late 2000s, and they both heavily feature a high school. This is sort of a meme that's gone around the internet for a while because of these weird similarities. Even Mr. Matt Pat Film Theory, before he retired from YouTube, tried to make a theory about it.
And you know, as hard as I tried, I couldn't figure out how to prove that High School Musical was in the same universe as Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's actually the reason why Matt Pat retired. It was just the one theory he could never crack.
Hey, if you can make an airtight connection, let me know, because that would be the best theory ever.
Well, okay, Mr. Game Theory, I accept your challenge. Let's see if we can avenge your death.
And welcome back to this U.S. Open office plan.
Miller just lobbed a message way over Jones's head using some technical jargon.
Ooh, and Jones brings the heat with a per my last email.
They need to start working together if they want to ace this project.
Let's see if they can use Grammarly to their advantage. Jones is using it to make her point in a friendly way.
And
Hey,
Miller
Ryan, you
is
awake
taking
still?
Empathetic out for a spin.
Barely.
And this could be the
Do
tiebreaker.
you want to stop here?
So, with all the strange
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end off here before I fall asleep, everybody. Light Hero, thank you for being the party pooper of chat. I'll be sure to always keep that in mind every time I see you. Schnozz, we need some body cam footage. We'll probably do that next time we do this.
You want me to continue
Stupid
on?
theory videos. Jorge, shut the fuck up. Both of you, shut the fuck up. I was enjoying myself. Maybe y'all just can't handle me fucking having a good time. Bunch of dumb fucking bitches. Fuck you. But anyway, I appreciate everybody that came by and enjoyed themselves. And I hope you all continue to have a wonderful rest of your days. Weepy, any closing statements?
Do you want me to continue on with this, or am I ending too?
I'm not your fucking boss. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Drill. Thank you so much for coming by for the end of stream. I appreciate y'all very, very much.
What's the time stamp on this video? 24 minutes, 43 seconds.
There you go.
Okay. If anyone wants to continue watching, I'll still be watching the remainder of the video. So yes.
Oh, thank you so much for commenting the messages, man. Anytime. Really appreciate your company. Exeter, I will definitely be looking forward to that stream as well. Weepy's channel is called Weepy Guitar 90. Weepy Guitar is one word, space, then 90. He will be live. There he is right there, as a matter of fact.
During this video, I went upstairs and grabbed something to drink. I was thirsty as shit.
Word.
Word indeed, bro. Word indeed. But Schnozz, you have a great rest of your night, Brody. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for putting up with my incredible and unique mic and computer issues. Of course.
It was my pleasure, dude. Next stream, let's watch a whole bunch of theory videos.
Yes.
And jerk each other off.
Which hand are you using?
I use both hands. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh.
Which hand? The fuck?
Okay, well, fire away.
I actually use my left foot.
Oh, impressive. Not many people can do that. I can barely get my foot above my
bacon, sausage, eggs. Hell yeah, drill.
Oops, message held for review. What the hell was fuck Twit Corey? No
Sorry,
idea.
bros. Peace.
Peace.
Alright, Weepy.
Alright, bro. You have a great rest of your night, man.
You too, dude.
Take it easy, brother.
Man, you too, man. Good night.
Good night, bro. Raz, I'm here now. Welcome, Raz. How you doing? Alright. For the Schnozz man himself, I will be taking over. I will not let him down. Don't mind this stuff. I was, yeah. It's not, it's this one. How we doing today, ladies and gents? I've been great. I've been chilling, relaxing. Hope you all like the thumbnail. That's me. I'm getting ahead by you guys. 'Cause that's the thing. But we will be continuing the Alex Bale High School Musical theory, and I have the exact timestamp as well. So
You're the team leader, not a singer.
once this video is over, we're pretty much gonna end the stream. So a time of 24 minutes and 43 seconds. The Drill, welcome. Gurf, how you doing, my boy? Drop a like, ladies and gents. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. And by all means, I thank you guys so much for joining me for the rest of this night. But without further ado, let's get started with said video 20 right here. That's fine.
Challenge. Let's see if we can avenge your death. So, with all the strange behavior and hallucinations in High School Musical, there is clearly a possibility that everyone is being drugged.
Been on YouTube for about 7 years. 7 years with this channel. If I count all my other past channels, I've been doing YouTube for over 10 years. But with this channel, I've been going successful for a little over 7 years. We just recently hit 7K again, so hoping to continue growing. You always gotta hope. I also sub. Thank you so much for subscribing, Raz. I'm gonna finish this smoking eggs. Fuck yeah, my boy. There you go.
Drugged. But what if instead of Zeke being behind it, everyone instead got hooked on a new popular drug that's going around town, Heisenberg's signature blue meth?
This is pure glass. This is art.
A drug that Breaking Bad has established can cause hallucinations. And here's something I bet you never realized. Breaking Bad is also technically a musical. One of the episodes opens with a random band recapping the show's plot in the desert, and it's never acknowledged again. So yes, technically, we can also call Breaking Bad a musical. Gabriella is also referred to as a freaky genius.
I don't want to be the school's freaky genius girl again.
And is shown doing lots of chemistry with blue liquids, and is even shown teaching chemistry using blue rocks. Okay, but these are just, cute little connections. None of this really definitively connects these two worlds.
Exactly.
It's gonna take more than that to avenge Matt Pat. Well, let me ask you a question that you've probably never really considered. What is the musical in High School Musical actually about? You might be surprised to hear that we never actually get to see the school musical that Troy and Gabriella auditioned for in the first movie. The movie just literally ends with them at the callbacks. All we really know about the actual musical in High School Musical is that it was written by Kelsey, it's called Twinkletown, and we get to hear a few songs from it.
I've been looking for.
And you know what? The more I looked into the plot of this musical, the more I began to realize how much it eerily lines up with the plot of Breaking Bad. I know that sounds crazy, but just stick with me on this one. The first song is called What I've Been Looking For, and it's sort of vaguely about two people embracing a new relationship together.
I've been looking for.
Oh my God.
You might assume that it's a romantic relationship since it's sung by Troy and Gabriella, but Ryan and Sharpay also auditioned for the same role, and they're brother and sister, so I'm just gonna assume it's more of a platonic relationship.
It's hard to believe that I couldn't see you were always there beside me.
It's hard to believe that I couldn't see that you were always there beside me. This is a relationship between two people who knew each other for some time before, but only now do they see each other in a new light. Jesse was Walter's student, who he never really thought much of, until he later found out that Jesse was secretly a meth cook.
Honestly, I never expected you to amount to much, but methamphetamine? I didn't picture that.
So they decided to partner up.
I've never had someone who knows me like you do, the way you do.
I've never had someone that knows me like you do. Jesse is the only person in Walter's life who knows about his secret criminal activities.
So lonely before I finally found what I've been looking for.
I finally found
This
what
is
I've
crazy.
been looking for. Walter was living a sad, unfulfilling life before he partnered with Jesse.
I am an extremely overqualified high school chemistry teacher. I have watched all of my colleagues and friends surpass me in every way imaginable, and within 18 months, I will be dead.
But now he's discovered his true calling and finally found the exciting life that he's been looking for.
Oh my God.
I've been looking for.
The other song that Troy and Gabriella sing is called Breaking Free.
We're breaking free.
And it's also just kind of vaguely about being yourself and finally being free to do what you want with someone else. And obviously, you can line that up with how Walter breaks free from his old life with Jesse, or more accurately, breaks bad.
We're breaking bad.
Okay, so these songs line up
Bad.
surprisingly well, but at the same time, the lyrics are also pretty vague and could probably line up with a lot of different things if you tried hard enough. But things get really insane when we take a look at our last song from the musical, Bop to the Top.
Yeah, we're gonna bop to the top.
This is a song about the same two characters in a competitive environment doing anything it takes to climb the ladder of success.
Anything it takes to climb the ladder of success.
This is literally the plot of Breaking Bad. They specifically describe this competition in a pretty explicitly violent, brutal way.
So Drill, this theory
Gotta
is
bump the competition,
that Breaking
blow them
Bad
all
and
away.
High School
This
Musical
is what they do in Breaking Bad.
are in the same universe.
Wipe away your inhibitions. Walter's whole arc in the show is about giving up his moral qualms and giving into his dark side. He's wiping away his inhibitions to achieve success in the criminal world. They also randomly start speaking Spanish in this song.
Mucho gusto. Ay, qué fabulosa. Caliente. Suave.
And obviously all the Mexican cartel members in Breaking Bad primarily speak Spanish.
Este no habla ni una palabra de español.
Ryan is wearing a fedora just like Heisenberg, and Sharpay is wearing a very blue dress, the signature color of Walter's meth. Heisenberg is dancing with his meth to climb to the top of the criminal world. What does this mean in terms of how these universes are actually connected? Maybe Kelsey heard about the legend of Heisenberg, much like that narco corrido band in Breaking Bad, and she decided to secretly write her school musical about it. I mean, if everyone at East High is hooked on Walter's product, then clearly it's a big deal at this school, and it would get more people to watch the school musical. Okay, well there you go, Mr. Matt Pat. There's my attempt at connecting these two pieces of media. I guess this means I get to be the new host of Game Theory? That's how that works? Yeah? Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Those were my High School Musical theories. Make sure to like and subscribe and tell me which one you think is the best.
Wasn't there two more?
Wait. What do you mean there's two more theories? No. You can't possibly get crazier than a Breaking Bad High School Musical
during
theory.
the same time.
That's clearly the limit. You can't get any more insane than that.
I believe High School Musical was around that time too.
Welcome everyone. We officially have reached the point of no return in this video, where I will now try and convince you that East High is not actually a high school, but in fact is a human zoo where scientists are secretly watching and experimenting on these students. Yes, I know that is the stupidest thing I have ever said, and yes, like always, I am actually being serious. Okay, so where do we even start with this? In the first High School Musical, Sharpay and Ryan are in the school library, and they're researching the new student at their school, Gabriela Montez.
There's something freaky about her. Where did she say she was from?
They search her name on the internet, and the first two results tell them that Gabriela was an extremely smart student from out of town who's won a bunch of academic awards.
Wow, an Einsteinette.
But we can also very briefly see a third result that reads, Gabriela, San Diego Zoo's new chimp, scientists set up real-time habitat cam. Now, at first, there's nothing all that strange about this. They searched up the name Gabriela, so they're obviously gonna get some irrelevant results about other things with the same name. No big deal. But what's weird is that this is a result about the San Diego Zoo, the same city that we can see Gabriela originally came from. And that's strange because they didn't search up anything about San Diego, they just searched Gabriela's name. The fact that it's from the same city is seemingly a total coincidence. But then there's also the fact that it's about a new chimp at the zoo at the exact same time that Gabriela is a new student at East High. Okay, that's two strange coincidences, but whatever. Gabriella's obviously not a chimpanzee, and this school is obviously not a zoo. I mean, this is too stupid of an idea to even think about. But then I did think about it, and I kept noticing more of these weird coincidences.
Take a look
at the start of the first movie, listen to what Taylor says when she first sees the basketball guys.
Behold the zoo animals heralding the new year.
Behold the zoo animals? What is going on? This is such a stupid idea, but it keeps coming back. And then I realized the students at this school are constantly being compared to animals.
Hey, what team? Sharpay is kind of cute too. So is a mountain lion.
I smell a rat named Darvis.
Actually, I think it's 2 rats.
You know what I'm gonna do to those 2 overmoose show dogs?
Nothing.
What's up, Doug?
Ducky, how's my dashing boy?
It goes around your neck like a dog collar.
And then the fish turns into a gorgeous prince.
That girl's got more moves than an octopus in a wrestling match.
I know everyone thinks that I'm Sharpay's poodle.
The students even dress up like animals. Okay, but come on, this is still such a stupid idea. Like, even if the students are constantly compared to animals, obviously we know that they're not. They're clearly human, we can see that with our own eyes. Like, what are we even supposed to assume here? That they were animals that somehow turned into humans? No, that is so stupid. End of story, theory debunked.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? What the fuck? When Taylor is trying to explain to Gabriella why she shouldn't date Troy, she literally shows a diagram of a monkey evolving into a human.
From lowly Neanderthal and Cro-Magnon to early warriors, medieval knights, all leading up to Lunkhead Basketball Man.
I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. What does this mean?
This guy,
Why are
bro,
they
I
constantly
swear.
telling us that these students are animals at a zoo? Are we really supposed to believe that these students were like originally animals that somehow evolved into humans? Hang on. No. We're not even talking about just a normal zoo anymore. This is some mad scientist sci-fi bullshit. This is not something a normal zoo does.
No.
But wait a second. Remember, it didn't say zookeepers or zoo staff set up the habitat camera. It was specifically scientists, meaning there is some kind of scientific research going on. Okay, you know what? Fine, whatever. I am going to entertain this stupid idea. Here's how I think this could work. The students at East High were all former animals that scientists experimented on, speeding up their evolution process and transforming them into humans. They were placed inside of an elaborate exhibit inside of the San Diego Zoo that was meant to replicate a human high school environment so that scientists could study their behavior. The scientists even set up real-time habitat cameras disguised as normal school security cameras on the ceilings.
Maybe we're being punked. Maybe we're being filmed right now.
For the most part, the zoo animals act like completely normal humans, but some animalistic traits still appear, like how they all stick within their very specific animal packs and herds.
The drama geeks and the brainiacs suddenly think that they can talk to us.
Troy, I would consider myself an expert in that particular subspecies.
It's like a jungle up here.
Yeah, just like that cafeteria.
Also, there's the fact that Troy is always climbing trees like an animal.
What the heck are those 2 doing in a tree?
Another top secret hiding place. And what is it with you and trees?
I guess I see things more clearly from up here.
But what exactly are the
That's
scientists
freaky.
trying to achieve with these experiments? Why turn animals into humans and put them inside of a fake school? Well, to answer that, I think we need to take a closer look at Taylor McKessie. If this theory is true, then Taylor seems like the one character who would be aware of it.
Behold the zoo animals heralding the new year. From lowly Neanderthal and Cro-Magnon, Troy Bolton represents one side of evolution. I would consider myself an expert in that particular subspecies.
But why? What's so special about her?
Chem Club President Taylor McKessie.
And if those science girls get Gabriella hooked up with Troy Bolton.
Taylor is the head of the science club. She knows so much about what's going on because she is one of the scientists secretly running the zoo. And what is Taylor's goal in this movie?
Troy Bolton represents one side of evolution, and our side, the side of education and accomplishment, is the future of civilization. This is the side where you belong.
She wants Gabriella to stay away from Troy so that she can better use her intelligence for the good of mankind. And Taylor's not even exaggerating here. Gabriella is actually a genius who could change the world.
I don't want to be the school's freaky genius girl again.
Wow. An Einsteinette.
A judge at an academic competition said they have never seen someone so poised and scholastically accomplished, and her future burns brighter than 1,000 suns. Holy shit. The entire reason scientists are turning animals into humans at this zoo is to create super intelligent subjects like Gabriella that could later go on to help mankind. That's why I think East High is actually a human zoo. Oh, and I guess the experimentation also has the side effect of making them sing sometimes. You know, I kind of forgot that the point of these theories was to answer why the characters sing. I think I got a little carried away with this one, but that's okay, because I have saved my personal favorite answer to this mystery for the final and best theory in this video. We have officially reached the deepest layer of this theory iceberg. Get ready for the most insane, most ridiculous, most batshit crazy High School Musical theory you will ever hear. Alright.
Also, I want to apologize for the loud noise of crinkling bag. I was eating some cheese curls. I got so into watching this that I grabbed a drink and a snack.
And I'm gonna be honest, this one's not actually as crazy as Zoo Theory. I don't think I can actually get any more ridiculous than that one. This one's somewhere between Breaking Bad and Human Zoo. I mean, it's still pretty far down there. But the reason I saved this one for last is because not only is it my personal favorite answer to this mystery, but I believe that it is the answer that is most likely intended by the filmmakers. Out of all of these theories, I actually think this one has a really good chance of being true. This is the Miss Darbus theory.
Ooh.
So, something at East High is forcing the characters to break out into song and dance against their will, and then seemingly forget about it. But what is actually the point of these fantasy musical numbers? They cause characters to express their inner truth.
And now suddenly people are confessing.
Inside I am stirring, something strange is occurring. It's a secret I need to share.
Troy sings about his secret desire to be in the musical. Zeke admits he loves baking. Chad comes out of the closet. The singing forces them to confess their inner truth, and it ultimately helps them discover who they really are. And you know who's constantly talking about this exact same thing? Miss Darbus. Miss Darbus is East High's drama teacher, and she is constantly talking about how the theater and the musical arts can help kids express themselves.
This is where the true expression of the artist is realized, where inner truth is revealed. The stage can be a wonderful partner in the process of self-discovery.
This is where inner truth is revealed. It's a wonderful partner in self-discovery. Doesn't that sound exactly like what's happening to these students? And she even talks about the theater like it has some kind of supernatural divine power.
Proximity to the arts is cleansing for the soul. The theater is a temple of art, a precious cornucopia of creative energy.
Is it possible that Miss Darbus is actually aware of what's really going on at this school? Well, to answer that, we need to take a look at her reaction to Troy's non-diegetic song in High School Musical 3. So, this is the part in all of these movies where Troy is upset and he's bad at basketball and he wants to sing about being upset. So, he breaks into the school at like the middle of the night and sings the iconic song, Scream. This is clearly supposed to be a non-diegetic fantasy song where basketballs appear out of nowhere and the hallways literally turn upside down, and it ends with Troy back in the school's theater.
Miss D?
Troy realizes Miss Darbus is also there, and they have this very interesting exchange.
And the reason for your visit is?
I don't know. I think I feel like this is a good place to...
Scream?
Or just to think.
Miss Darbus says that Troy came here to scream, clearly referencing the song he just sang. But then Troy corrects her and says, no, I was just thinking.
This is a good place to...
Scream?
Or just to think.
Troy believes that he was just thinking to himself because he's unaware of the fact that he just sang an entire non-diegetic song. But Miss Darbus is clearly very aware of what really happened.
Scream?
and she's not confused by it like other characters. She is absolutely aware of what's happening to these students, but why? Who is Miss Darbus really? Well, that's a tough question to answer, because we don't ever really get any of her backstory, except for maybe the occasional vague one-off line.
Better to consider opportunities now than in 10 years when life may limit your choices.
Better to consider opportunities before life limits your choices. Kinda sounds like she's maybe talking from personal experience. Did something happen in her life that limited her choices? Maybe she wanted to be a Broadway star, but then got stuck as a high school drama teacher. I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's hard to really understand Miss Darbus because we don't ever get to see what her life outside of East High is like. Trust me, I've rewatched all of her scenes many times, and I've never really found anything that was useful. But maybe that's because the answer isn't in those scenes. At 46 minutes and 8 seconds into the first High School Musical, for just a brief moment, we see a wall in the school that has been completely covered in writing. It says things you'd expect, like, "Go Wildcats," "Love the Wildcats," "Carol loves Tammy," all things you'd expect from the students at this school. But there is one thing on this wall that really stands out among the others. Something that legitimately gave me chills the first time I saw it. A drawing labeled Miss Darbus with X's over her eyes. Now, I could understand a student writing something mean about a teacher they don't like, but this isn't just an insult. This is clearly a drawing of Miss Darbus dead. It feels like some kind of creepy school shooters drawing that really does not feel like it fits in with this very PG Disney Channel universe. I honestly can't think of any reason why they would include this depiction of Miss Darbus dead. Wait a second. When Troy broke into the school at night, why was Miss Darbus there?
Miss D?
She claims it was to get some schoolwork done, but like, why is she working on it in a very dark theater as opposed to, I don't know, her house? And look at how creepy she looks, just sitting there in the dark, secretly watching Troy. It's also weird that she just happened to be there on the one night Troy decided to break in. You know, come to think of it, it's not just that we never hear about Miss Darbus's life outside of the school, it's that we've never even seen her outside of the school grounds. Hang on, is Miss Darbus like a ghost? No, that's stupid. But wait, this isn't even the only time she's just magically appeared in the theater. The first time Troy and Gabriella try to audition for the musical, she tells them that they're too late, and we see her leave.
Perhaps the next musicale.
Troy and Gabriella decide to stick around and sing the song anyways, but then afterwards, Miss Darbus just appears in the theater again and acts like she heard the whole thing.
Wow. That's nice.
Bolton, Montez, you have a callback.
What? We saw her leave. We could even see while they were singing she was not there. But then a whole 2 minutes later, she just suddenly appears again, acting like she heard the whole thing. Look, we could even see that her appearing scares the other students.
Bolton, Montez.
She also has a very similar moment to this in the beginning of High School Musical 3.
Well, how much time will it take? Yeah, and what the heck is the show about?
You, Mr. Danforth.
Like 5 seconds ago, we could see she was clearly not there. My favorite of these moments was in the cafeteria in High School Musical 1. After Gabriella accidentally spills her lunch on Sharpay, she just suddenly appears again.
You do not want to get into that, man.
What is going on here?
It's like a jump scare. Ah! Life limited Miss Darbus's choices. She's always at the school, always suddenly appearing out of nowhere. There's a drawing of her dead. She even talks like she's from a much older time.
Perhaps the most heinous example of cell phone abuse is ringing in the theater. What temerity!
And she hates any new modern technology.
Was that a cell phone?
No, ma'am, that was the warning bell.
This perfectly explains why everyone seems to have this supernatural musical spell over them that only she is aware of. Miss Darbus is a ghost that is haunting East High, and she is forcing these students to sing about their inner truth in order to help them discover who they really are. But let's hang on a second.
This one was crazy.
The High School Musical franchise is just a bunch of grounded movies about kids in high school. There are no explicit supernatural elements in them. I don't think I can honestly claim that there's this secret, intentional, underlying message about ghosts haunting the schools in these movies. What? What, are you expecting me to just scream at you with some big, final surprise evidence? Come on, guys, I am not that predictable. High School Musical 3 was originally going to be a Halloween-themed movie called Haunted High School Musical and would have featured ghosts haunting East High. Yes, I am being 100% serious. What? This is real. This is actually what they were originally planning on doing with the final movie of the trilogy before they decided to scrap the idea. But we can still see hidden clues from this ghost subplot that I bet you they were planning on paying off in this movie, where it would have been revealed that Miss Darbus was actually a ghost all along, and she was the cause of all the students breaking out into song. And that is my final High School Musical theory. Thank you very much. Wow. Also, they would have revealed that the school is actually a human zoo inside of Breaking Bad. Okay, bye.
Wow. I can't even lie to you that to me personally, if I had to rank those 5 theories you just gave, the first one is more than likely, it is the real theory behind the movie. But the four interesting ones, I would say the first one about the plague. The plague was the least exciting one, and then to me the human zoo was interesting, but was not as interesting as the other two. And then the Zeke theory. The Zeke theory caught me off guard a little bit, because it does make sense, and you can definitely see it. And the only reason I ranked the Miss Darbus one last, because I'm a paranormal freak. I like ghost videos and all that shit. What's the Zeke one again? The Zeke one was Zeke was a cook. He was a baker. He was a chef. He wanted to learn how to bake and stuff. And so he would bake cookies and stuff for them, and when they ate them, they were like under a spell or something, and like they would start dancing and singing and all that stuff. And he gave them to everyone so he could fit in and feel normal. But the Miss Darbus one being a ghost, that makes sense. Now, before I finish the stream, I want to say I never watched High School Musical. Actually, no, I watched the first one time. I watched it in... I don't believe it was either in school or... Oh, not school. I watched High School Musical on Disney when I was younger. I watched it because it was like the only thing on. So I remember scenes from the movie. I don't remember the full movie. Like if you put the movie on in front of me, I could point out maybe 4 or 5 parts from that movie. The rest are completely no regular show. Oh, regular show is my thing, bro. Regular show and Adventure Time, or I can tell you every episode. You could turn on an episode, I'll tell you what the fuck happens in that entire fucking shit. But yeah, not a huge High School Musical fan, but watching this theory video gave me some. Do you remember the movie? Yeah, the movie was fucking awesome. Watching this video makes me wonder. Like, it's interesting. Very interesting. If you want to watch more theories from this guy, go check him out, Alex Bale. He makes a lot of SpongeBob theories. He's made some Blue's Clues theories, Cocoa Puff theories, and all that stuff. He even has a little bit of he has a few short movies he's made himself. Go check it out. But with that being said, thank you guys all so much for coming by, watching. We hit 7,000 subs today. We're now at 7,003. You guys don't understand how happy I am to finally be back over that hump. Last year we hit 7K in February. February of last year we hit 7K. And by the end of the year we were down almost to 6,800. So to be back above that goal and to try to get somewhere before the end of the year is amazing. Thank you guys all so much. You guys have given me more of a light back on the YouTube, I guess. But till then, I'll see you guys next stream. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Have a great night. Love y'all.